in a nutshell.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Paper Dungeon. I just had a panic attack because I thought this was going to be unmuted, but it's not, so we're good.
I apologize for my out of focus camera, guys. I can't do anything about it.
It's okay. Podcast listeners don't even know what's happening half the time,
true,
so we're
don't.
good.
Truly the superior viewers.
That's
I
right.
think that's where we get the most viewers, other than short
I would agree.
content.
Well,
So,
we do
you
have an
guys are-
average of like 80 to 90 downloads per episode. So
That's
pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
we're
good.
silent
approaching
majority.
20K downloads.
To all of our
Everybody
podcasts.
give that up.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. If you're not a podcaster and you're here live, we also appreciate you guys being here. It's fun to talk to you guys, and we appreciate you making time on your Monday nights. All that being said, we do have a few quick announcements to get through. We're going to start with Aaron. It's been a long time since I've started with Aaron.
Oh, geez. That's the one time I'm not ready. Hey, everybody. I would normally say punks, but I'm not in the mood. We have a number of things that I should tell you about. First off, a Discord. It's there. It's here to stay until it's not. It's pretty cool. It's got loads of people in it, and they like to say good morning, sometimes do some Dungeons and Dragons stuff,
Food.
send weird memes. You know who you are.
Weird meme.
Yeah, all sorts of weird memes. It's a great time. You should be there if you're a subscriber. Sometimes we post cool subscriber stuff, rarely, but we do, and that's where you're going to find it. It's also a really good way to know when we're live, when we're going to be live, or if we aren't going to be live. We post all of our updates over there. It'll notify you when you start stream. It's great. Second off, we have a website, www.thepaperdungeon.com. On said website, we also have a merch store. And on that merch store, you can buy cool stuff with our logo and other stuff on it. It's a really cool merch store. Go buy merch. It's a cool way to support us. Speaking of merch stores, Grant also started a merch store recently.
Look.
It's pretty poggers. You can buy stuffed
It's kind of cool. I literally did it in like one day, and so it's probably gonna change.
At least one person
But
has bought
it's
a
cool.
hoodie.
Philogrant.com.
one
Yeah,
person,
check it out
Aaron?
if you want.
No,
I've
of course
made.
I'm not.
I mean, there's people
I don't
have
wear
been
long
supporting.
sleeves.
People have been supporting via merch. So thank you, all of you. Big
That's
kisses.
But back to you, DJ.
All right, that's super exciting about Grant's merch store. Obviously, go support our merch store. Hopefully, we'll be throwing some new designs in there soon. But we have some other projects that we're working on too. So no promises on how soon. Grant, since we just love talking about you, why don't you go ahead and do our next announcement?
Podcasters, Anchor Danky, I see you're in chat, and I see that you never know what's happening as a podcast viewer. I empathize with you. I'm sorry. I want to formally apologize to all podcast listeners for never knowing what's happening. But we appreciate that you stick around and support us by listening. If you're on YouTube, cool. Thanks for watching us. You can watch us in a whole nother dimension in a way. So
To the podcasters, that we apologize. That awkward pause was Aaron or was Grant pointing at the camera
and
dramatically.
for those podcast listeners, that awkward pause that DJ had was him also doing a point to the camera.
move on.
Man, we had such
We
good
suck.
ads the previous week. What happened to that?
People skip through these ads anyways.
That's true.
Who's listening right now?
That's true.
Oh yeah, and if you have Amazon
if
Prime,
you actually listen to these, comment on whatever you're listening to ads and
share with your best friend. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription to the Paper Dungeon on Twitch. So hop your little tushy on over there. Give it a little hop, skip, and jump over the pond, through the river, over the woods.
That's
Drop
the
your
saying.
Prime on our
Great.
Twitch channel. It's a free way to support us monetarily.
To grandmother's
and
house
you
we
get cool.
throw.
You get cool stuff like Twitch emotes and things. So thanks.
Nice. Thank you so much for that, Grant. And last but certainly not least, probably one of my favorite people on this whole world, Drew McKellips. You're going to do our
gross.
last announcement.
Hello, friends. If you enjoy the content you see here, then check us out on our other social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, not Facebook. Facebook
Never
doesn't
Facebook.
exist.
This is like ASMR.
Yeah, we
I
need.
know.
Like, some
I was
smooth
gonna
jazz
say, like,
behind
I love
it.
the fact that the rest of the ads were like super chaotic, and then Drew's just like, "Hey, Come here, listen to me. Listen to
I'm
my
listening to "In the
Welcome
Air
to
Tonight" by Phil
welcome to-
Collins behind this,
is
and it's
my,
perfect.
My fireside chat. Hi guys.
It's a
Exactly,
good time.
exactly.
Good night,
Yeah,
everybody.
go check us out on those other places. If you want to see like little fun like snippets of what we are and what we do. Yeah.
All right.
And thank you for
Hey,
being here
suckers.
and
If
supporting
you
us by watching
want to
us
support
right
us
now.
in other ways, there's ways to do that.
Oh yes, thank you, Aaron.
That's right. Sorry, I had to
support us-
jump in. I was nice the first
You
time.
can support us on Patreon, Ko-Fi,
Yeah.
Streamlabs donation.
That's right.
Twitch subscribe, Twitch Prime
Them the
subscribe.
ones. Give them the biz.
Yeah. On the Patreon
Also,
especially, you get there's
might-
new content that comes out monthly. So check that out.
There might be a day that the ads are in the middle,
That's true.
One day.
which would be sad. But we might no longer have these chimes together. So I
Yeah, we
hope
have to-
you're
we have to
fully
share.
enjoying your time with us here today before we sell out.
That's true. Also, I love the fact that Aaron had taken on the role of Drew's anger translator. That was quite nice. That was quite nice. Anyway,
that really is my natural role.
I'm enjoying the intro. I don't really want to move on.
No, I
I
want
You
to
could just stay here.
I must
We could stay here and chill.
apologize. Okay, I mean we could just
no,
chill.
no, I'm going to move us on.
All right,
no,
Drew,
he's in
roll
control
the
of the
clip,
stream.
and let's get started with tonight's episode of the Paper Dungeon.
Welcome to Nico Muris, a world of lost legend and forgotten lore. As the world, still recovering from the decimation of the trial, approaches the turn of the century, ancient evil returns with a lust for darkness and ruin. Follow us into a planar conspiracy as powers beyond your imagination plot the downfall of all that is right and good. 3 years have passed since our heroes fought a war to reclaim a fallen land. Now, they must once again take up arms and write a new story, a tale of glory, fear, and fortune, as they make their way through the Paper Dungeon.
All right, and we are back.
Welcome back.
In our previous episodes, our party has had a quite the shift in events. A man by the name of Clovar, of Vesht, I should say, has returned with a vengeance to overthrow the current cosmos. This is a man who is the leader, or actually more accurately, who the anathema serve. This is a man who is from the age of Pandemonium, who quite possibly is the reason that the trial actually needed to happen in the first place, due to the success that he had in conquering during the age of Pandemonium. And he has returned and is currently searching for pieces of the Rod of Seven Parts, which has recently been revealed to you guys in its entirety, along with the sacrifices that go with them. These are two key elements to controlling a force known as the Six Truths, which is exactly the force that Lanantari, the mother goddess, used to exert her will during the events of the trial. But our party has also had a little personal side quest on top of all of this. They have recently discovered the location of Valash Shataran, the Soul Stealer, the man responsible for stealing the soul of Talanashta from the gods of death and preventing any reincarnation or any new life to be allowed with that soul. And so, knowing his location, the party began to make plans. They tucked some pieces of the rod away in different safe locations. And now they're going to have 3 stones with 1 bird, something like that.
So many stones, so many birds.
As they make their way to a plane known as the In-Between, a space where planar travelers fall from or fall into when they have somehow managed to miss any of the other planes. And also the location of a sorceress known as Miriam Azima, who happens to also be one of those 6 sacrifices that the party is trying to warn and protect. Her enemy on this plane is Valashtaran, and thus you have headed there to make your way to the Soul Citadel, his home. When you arrived on the plane, you talked with Miriam Azima for a little bit, got some more information about different parties that could be interested in helping, such as the Order of the Chosen, who she has been intimately involved with for its creation. You guys talked a little bit about the weave and discovered that basically she helped form the weave on top of everything. And then you made your way to the Soul Citadel. You were led across the plane of the in-between, across its vast, barren landscape, and now find yourselves standing on one side of a massive ravine, a massive cavern. And on the other is a slate-like citadel erupting out of the ground with a pale green and blue glow coming out of the different corridors and windows. Very Minas Morgul type vibes to it. And you guys now are on your own as your guide has turned and left. What would you guys like to do?
Okay, so DM, like there isn't there's this ravine in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately on the other side is the Citadel. Is there a bridge?
You do see that there is a very, very janky wooden bridge, a little rope bridge with many, many boards that have been broken and loose. There's several sections where there's 5 to 10 feet of no boards. You have no clue if it will hold you, no clue if it's safe. And as you look down over the edge of the ravine, you can see a kind of a mist that covers the bottom, preventing you really from knowing how deep it goes. And you can every once in a while hear the cries and croaks of different creatures emanating from the mist.
Lovely. Just
Isn't that nice?
my
How
favorite thing.
how far across is it?
The ravine probably is about half a mile wide, so that's what?
1,100.
3,000,
Well,
like,
half a
40.
mile would be like
2,500 feet.
Dude,
would be like 500-ish feet, right?
No, it really wouldn't. A
no,
mile.
no, no. I thought a mile was like 2,580 feet or something like that.
well,
mile
maybe
in
I'm-
feet.
I
I'm
can't
dumb.
remember if it's 25 or 52.
5,280.
Yeah,
I
it's
did it.
5,280 feet. Yeah, Aaron and I were right.
Good
Yes.
job.
I was going to that
Way
like
to be smart, boys.
5,000?
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure we've had this discussion on this
I'm
channel
pretty sure we've
before,
had it
not that
before.
long ago.
Because every
So
time that I'm like,
it's
wait, how many feet are a mile?
2,140 feet across for half a mile?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Approximately.
feet. I don't have a
It's a lot of
spell
feet.
that goes that far.
I know.
I hold out my arms. All right, everyone, hold hands.
What's
Oh,
your
yes.
plan?
I look at the
Teleportation.
I look at the other end of the ravine,
Mhm.
and I teleport us there using my helm of teleportation.
Never should have gave you that helm.
Oh, I hate how this thing feels, though. It's like going on a roller coaster. It's
It
horrible.
is like going on a roller
It's
coaster. You guys
horrible.
all link hands as
And by the way,
cast-
I like put us like 30 feet beyond like the edge. That we're not like right at the edge.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
right at
That-
the edge,
That's
and one
good.
of us steps.
We all have to catch.
Ah! we should all just fall over.
Those, like the head of a serpent pops up and just grabs you guys off the edge. Exactly. No, you find yourselves teleporting across the ravine. That very familiar sensation of both your stomach dropping and
Oh, teleportation!
Oh,
Always
he
gets
muted
the cough
himself.
side
It's so
of
bad.
me.
Podcast listeners, DJ's keeling on the floor. He is not okay.
actually, well, the podcast listeners can probably hear me because of the Audacity. Don't pause. I didn't pause the Audacity, or mute the Audacity. But that was fun.
He's okay, actually.
I'm okay.
Just
One
so
second.
you know.
Let's sip of water.
Hold on.
Yep, he's gonna drink some of
This
his
is a
water.
great
with the
time.
chug
lemonade.
jugging.
Word from
He's
our
chug
sponsors.
jugging.
Whatever drink company would like to sponsor us, because I don't know what this
Can we
is,
start
but
with
let me tell
bubbly?
you, it's delicious.
Liquid death, that'd be great.
Or fuel, because we're all fit.
That's right. You guys find yourselves on the far side of this ravine. Similar landscape, just now across the ravine, but imposing in front of you, standing sentinel in front of you. I don't know if those are the words that I really want to use, but
Towering in front of us.
that's a good word. That's
Screening.
Resolutely.
yes.
guarding.
Standing resolute.
How many adjectives can we throw at this thing?
Exactly, for a building. For a building
Imperiously.
that doesn't move. Towering above you is the Soul Citadel. Again, a building that looks to be made out of jagged slate. There's the outer wall and courtyard with the actual building inside of it. You can see that there's a massive cylindrical type of adornment to this building as well. Or
Oh
a
my,
place within
that
this
is
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 it?
upright looming.
It's like a castle, right?
yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, very Minas Morgul vibes. You can basically just think of Minas Morgul
Yeah,
and
that's what it looks like.
less like there's spikes coming off of it, but yeah, basically Minas Morgul.
By Jove, this looks exactly like Minas Morgul.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, the City of Dead from that one book.
Is it bad that I
Yes.
don't know what this is?
Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, before
Okay, have
From
you seen
King
the
of
third
the
one?
Circlets.
in college, and I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay, whatever.
Kick him
Right,
from the cast. We're
um,
down
And I
to-
and I play D&D. What am I doing?
Right. Anyway, don't forget, everyone. We have aid cast on us, so we have a +5 to our
Oh,
increased
yes.
health.
Very good.
Don't forget about
I got
that.
you.
Also, I have Death Ward cast on myself currently. Any suggestions for how to move forward?
Well, it's a tower. My guess is the worst thing is up.
Probably.
Do you
suppose.
think they'd expect us to use the front door?
Could I? Well,
The question is, do you think I care if they do?
I mean, really, like, is there any other way in?
I mean, you could probably teleport us to the top, but we'd have to climb into a
Well,
window
but
and
that
not
would
die in
be
the
so
process.
anticlimactic to the
I know, it's
to
still-
the story, you know.
Someone has put so much work into what faces us now, and it would be a shame to not to just.
You
let it
guys
go to
do not
waste.
care at all about ruining my plans. Don't throw that at me.
Okay,
Don't
so
I-
Hey
don't
DM,
change
hey
the
DM,
game
is there a
now.
window at the top of this tower?
is there perhaps
Which tower? So there's the massive cylinder, which isn't really a tower, more like a massive.
Like a wall?
No, I don't. How do I? So it's like there's
Like
the
a
castle,
rock,
and then there's like a
tower.
separate thing, a separate massive cylindrical
A
building.
silo.
Like
It's the
Horns-
Leaning
yeah,
Tower of
silo.
Giza.
It's not.
Or,
yeah, I
or-
mean,
or
like
the
sure,
Leaning
it's a
Tower.
silo, but it's
Like
not.
a-
It's not Giza.
Tower
The
of
Leaning
Giza
Tower of
nuts.
something. What's the Leaning Tower?
Pisa.
It's not Giza.
Pisa.
Pizza.
With a P.
Giza.
Uh,
That's what
Pizza.
it is.
Yes,
There we go.
Pizza.
not pizza. Pisa.
Giza. Is it like a... Okay, anyway.
You're
Oh my
piecing
gosh.
me off.
all right, gang.
Me-
Which
teasing
tower do we wish
me
to
off.
enter?
Yeah, so there's like the actual castle itself, which has obviously all the different smaller
Mhm.
towers and rooms and windows
Right,
and
yeah, it's a castle.
pavilions and balconies and all that. And then off to the right side of it, from where you guys are looking at, is this massive cylindrical separate building.
Well, we also know that the Soul Stealer has a bunch of scary gray things
Uh-huh.
that try to kill you.
Uh-huh.
And we haven't seen any yet,
Uh-huh.
which means that they're probably somewhere.
Right. Well, okay. I suppose do we think that the Soul Stealer is in the castle?
Man, what I'd give for find creature right now.
I say, Grant
I,
says, let's take a look at the castle.
I'm fine with that. I think that we can take on whatever we have coming. I say we start with the biggest thing.
Let's sneak
And
forward
go-
and keep our eyes vigilant.
Yes, with stealth, the greatest of our skills.
I would agree. I agree with all of this. This is all a great idea.
I love
We
the
sneak
fact that you guys still
into
haven't
the
decided on the
castle.
plan.
We're
We're
going
going to
into
the
the castle,
castle.
front door.
We
But
sneak in.
Castle's front door.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, are we sure about this?
Sure.
Do you see any other door?
We'll pretend we're soul stealing gremlins.
Can we attempt to find a different door other than the front door?
That's fair.
Absolutely. Make a
It's a
investigation.
whole castle.
It's a whole castle.
I guess, can I help if we're looking for
Let's split up and
alternative
search for
ways
clues.
into the castle?
You can all roll investigation checks.
10.
Nice.
11.
17.
Wreck turn.
Nice. You all split up and search for clues. Hasbro, don't sue us. I think it's Hasbro.
I'm pretty sure that's Hanna-Barbera.
Well, split up.
Oh,
and
that's Scooby
Probably
Doo.
now owned by Warner Brothers.
well, Warner Bros. Does own Scooby Doo. Yes,
Yeah.
Probably Disney.
has owned it. Warner Bros. Has owned Scooby Doo for a while.
You guys split up and search for clues, making your way around the outer wall that surrounds this citadel.
Uh-huh.
As you look around, you can see that to each of the 4 walls there is a massive gate.
Oh, okay.
Each one above the gate is gilded in Elvish, a inscription that says, "To all who wander, welcome."
That's
Also,
awesome.
Speaking
because
of Wander,
Spirit just
thank you.
gifted us
Yeah.
up, or they just subscribed to tier 1 for 27 months straight.
Sup,
Thank you for the
Wander?
sub, Wander. To Wander, we
To
what
all
was it?
of you, Wander, welcome.
Welcome.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Well, we're wandering, kind of.
kind of.
I'm a wanderer.
You are a traveling tailor.
I wander actively. That means that's free entry as far as I'm concerned. Look, I'm a wanderer. You are my plus ones. We just walk in. It's not that big a
Kimura
deal.
is like, 1, 2.
No. It's 1, 1, 1.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
So I just
Hey,
took,
we
I
walk
took- if you take an invitation with +1 and then cut it into 3,
Bro,
Done.
we're
plus
stealthing right
one.
into that gate, baby.
Okay,
Yeah, it is.
absolutely. Make stealth checks.
Yay.
Please tell me
Let's
this
get
is
this
like an
party
old, like
started.
rickety gate that just like.
Nobody wants to help us.
oh, I also have disadvantage on checks because I'm tired.
Yes, you are.
9.
Dirty 20. I'm wearing my slippers today that I got at the trampoline park.
No, Grant, you're wearing your sneakers.
Is that when we went with
Your sneakers. Your sneakers.
Hey, DM, I have a question.
Okay.
Let me know what you think.
Nice.
So, my sword,
Uh-huh.
In the middle
Um,
of my sheath.
a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, you can use a charge to make a d20 roll of 13. Does that
Yeah.
apply to this situation?
Absolutely.
I would like to do that, please.
Okay, what's your score?
Well, it went from a 8 to now a 18.
Nice. Very nice. Absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
I apologize. A 17.
Kimura disappears to your guys' eyes.
Nice.
As he has like a 29, I think.
Nice.
Honestly, forgot he was with us.
I didn't.
You guys enter in through the front gate, deciding that it doesn't really matter which one you go through. When you do, you arrive in this outer courtyard, which has slightly more adornment to it than the exterior landscape around the citadel. You're still on this barren, gray, graveled landscape. But now there are dead bushes, there's a dead tree, every once in a while you'll see dead flowers that
Very
kind of
nice.
have their
Landscaping.
own little garden sections
It's still
surrounding.
called greenery if it isn't green.
It's all very gray. It's grayery.
I was going to say that.
Greenery. Well,
Across the
proceed
courtyard.
forward. No fear. I'm not even stealthing anymore.
Okay, absolutely. I'll have all of you
We're
make perception checks
cartwheeling.
as well.
I'm sorry, do you say perception checks?
Perception checks.
I stride with confidence. I'm too tired to care.
I perceive with a 4, which it was a nat 1.
24. With disadvantage.
Good job, Aaron.
Nice.
Well done.
Good job, buddy.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
The DM is looking through some notes.
And
Wait,
then
Aaron,
I would
wait,
like
you got that one?
Yeah,
Oof.
for
Yeah.
4.
Aaron,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Oh yeah, buddy. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
1.
Also, I
One.
apologize, audience, for the
Excellent.
loud thunder outside of my window.
It's thematic.
I cannot change the weather.
I wish it was raining here. 1, you say? Excellent. Now roll another d4 for me.
3.
Excellent. You all enter into this courtyard. You look around and you see the different gray foliage that adorns this courtyard. And you see standing abashed, not really cared, there's not really much of a care, they just kind of are wandering around, are these tall, amorphous, bulbous humanoids. Pink and purple in flesh with awkward bulges of fat and growth. They are bipedal with arms that are almost long enough to reach down to their feet, and these massive hooks for hands. They turn and you see 2 heads kind of squeezed onto one set of shoulders with large gaping maws and drool dripping off of a mouthful of fangs. They look towards you, these 3 different creatures, suddenly aware that you are in this courtyard with them. And you watch as the only emotion that they seem to be able to display, that of pure anger and rage, envelops their face as they screech and charge forward.
Question: do they see just Apathy or everyone?
Everyone.
What?
Oh, they are very perceptive creatures.
And they all
Well,
have
I'm sorry,
heads.
Drew, what did you get?
Well, I got 17.
Yeah, no, they see.
Grant had like a dirty 20.
Oh, I thought he had a nat 1.
No, I
No,
had
Grant
no,
had
that
a
was
nat
on
one
the
on
perception.
perception.
Oh.
So they don't see each other.
So okay. So they
I
see
did do 20
Abinthy and
instead.
Cather, and then hidden behind Abinthy and Cather are Edward and
Edward
Kiamora,
and
who they
Kiamora.
don't see yet.
Okay.
I will have everybody
I'll
go and
take
roll
it.
initiative for me.
Yeah, woo.
Hey, where's my battle die? There it is. Let's go.
Black and black.
Just to show you guys, that is what you guys are fighting.
Oh,
That
lovely.
is
I love how
Nice.
they're literally called the Angry.
The angry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Demonetized. No, that
Demonetized.
Twitch terms of service right there.
They were not wearing clothes.
Well, to be
What's that?
fair, there were no nipples on
There
it.
were no nipples.
Or genitals for the podcast wondering.
Why would
Yes.
Those on the
no,
podcast are
that's
picturing
not-
a like clothesless monster. There were no genitals
That's
either.
pretty accurate.
Okay,
Just
but
so you
see,
know.
Grant, why would you feel the need to mention this?
Well, we mentioned the nipples.
25 to 20.
22.
20 to 15.
19.
15 to 10. Okay.
Oh, Cather.
What do we expect, guys? What do we expect?
What was that? Why would you say it like that?
And
Oh,
Cather
Like,
was
it was out of pity. It was out of pity.
I got a
God.
6 DM.
Nice.
Do you think
You're at the
they're
bottom of the order, and I know that, but I just like to ask you, so
Oh, I mean, yeah, every time.
I can make everybody aware of how badly you rolled.
We're in the same order we have been for every combat since Aventhy joined.
This will take us to Aventhy's turn. Aventhy, you walk in, look around before these creatures kind of, and it releases this I wish I could do it louder, but I can't. But this screech that echoes off the walls of the inner courtyard and begin almost like Naruto running towards you.
Oh God.
No
Not the
care.
Naruto one. Run one. What?
And how many are there?
3.
3?
So in total, 6 people.
No.
Well, I mean, they have two, since they have 2
Oh,
heads.
Yeah,
2
say
heads.
have
2 heads.
two,
I see
yeah.
what's going on
Yeah,
here.
yes.
Mm,
All right. Abinthy straight just unsheaths his sword. He's just gonna off the bat cast Steel Wind Strike, targeting
Nice.
the 3 of them.
Nice.
Aaron, say the thing. Say the thing, Aaron.
It isn't the full thing, but the Silver Wind. And then he actually technically how he casts the spell is he reaches out for a brief second. You can see multiple silver strings floating through the air. And he grabs a handful of them, the 3 that specifically link to the creatures, and then he pulls, and then he blinks out of existence, stabbing each of them in the back
Nice.
when he blinks in.
Awesome.
And then I can choose to teleport to one of them, but that's scary, and I don't want to.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll a hit.
Okay, I'm gonna miss the first one, probably. Does a...
Wow.
Hold
Nice.
on, gotta do some math here. Hello?
Hello?
Why do you hate me?
Hello?
Oh man, that's so strange. Does a 15 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay,
That's
yeah, figured
unfortunate.
as much. First attack does a 21 hit.
21 will hit.
Does a 19 hit.
19 will hit.
Oh, thank goodness.
Good work out there,
Holy,
Aventee. We
grab
won't have to do
some.
anything at all,
Yeah.
Cather.
Well, I missed one of them.
Maybe.
So
Who knows? We'll find out. We don't know how much health these things have.
probably more than I'm about
They-
to deal.
I hope
I'm
they
not
have 2
rolling
hit
too
bars.
hot
What
right
if
now.
they're like angry humanoid Hydra thingies?
That's right. They just keep popping out heads.
They just
every
keep
time
popping
you-
out heads.
Well, but see, then the secret is you just deal a bunch of damage to the body and not the heads.
They'll each take 44 force damage.
Oh my goodness.
To the 2 that you hit.
Yeah, to the 2 that I hit.
4 force.
Jeez.
Yeah, I rolled pretty hot on those
Bro.
d10s. So I can't roll the hit, but I can roll damage tonight.
We're gonna have to fix that first part to get anywhere. Aaron.
44 damage. Nice.
Well, I mean, he still hit 2 of them, so
Nice.
I'm happy.
Absolutely, yeah.
He did-
You guys watch
90
as Abinthy cast the spell, and then 2 of them, their shoulders get thrown back as these instants of slashing crash into their bodies before Abinthy arrives right back where he was, prepared to strike again. Would you like to do anything else with your turn, Abinthy?
I'm going to bonus action billow my cape. And then I'm just going to turn around and I'm just going to walk backwards behind Cather,
Okay.
about
okay.
10 feet behind him.
So let me get this straight. So there's Cather. Immediately behind Cather is Kiyomura, and immediately behind Kiyomura is Abinthy.
Yes.
Yeah, Edward's off to the
And
side.
then
of the
Edward's
bush.
just next to us, just crouching down.
Edward was crouching, he was hiding, and now all of a sudden the Abinthy's not there and he has nothing to hide behind. He's like, oh crap.
Well, actually, he just monkey just held on to Abinthy's back the whole time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's,
I
so
was
now we're
actually
all
under
just
his
in a
cloak.
line.
If you look closely, there are 2 sets of legs walking under his cloak.
Yeah.
This
and
will
then,
take us-
Yeah, I'll end my turn.
Perfect. This will take us to your turn, Edward. Edward, you're in a blink of an eye. Abinthy is gone. 2 of these creatures are reeling back a little bit, and you're just like, wait, my cover's gone. What was that?
But they don't know that you're there.
They're still in shock.
Okay. Distraction. And Edward casts a hypnotic pattern
Okay.
in the sky.
Okay.
So basically,
sky.
the twisting pattern is a 30-foot cube. The pattern appears for a moment and then vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. So I
not
want to target
in the
the ones
sky,
that are like
in-
noticing me. Well,
Yeah.
it's a 30-foot cube. It's kind of sky-esque.
And where is this cube centered on?
then.
Just a point that I choose. The range is
Yeah,
120
so I was wondering
feet.
if
So,
you are going to specifically choose to only hit the creatures or just everybody around
oh
you.
yeah, probably
He puts
as
it
many
on
creatures, as many creatures as I can
Everybody's
hit
blind now.
without hitting my teammates.
Okay, yeah, you can get all three of them. Absolutely. They're only like 15 or so feet away from you. So
Oh, that is so amazing. Each creature must make a Wisdom saving throw.
okay.
As a bard, your cast is. There are patterns in the sky.
17 for the
Why
first
am I
one.
not playing a bard?
Bro,
Sorry,
missed
what was that?
opportunity.
17 for the first creature.
Yeah. No, say 17 is the DC, so they need
Yes.
to be needed.
So you need a 17. This is what we've learned.
Second creature will fail,
Just beat it.
and third creature will fail. So
beat it.
one of them succeeds. The one that didn't get hit. The one that's just an absolute baller, apparently.
And they aren't
the
immune
real
to being
champion.
charmed, right?
Uh,
Please, God.
Dang.
to being charmed.
I knew I did.
They are not.
hate something.
Nice. Okay, so basically they are incapacitated, and they have a speed of 0. And the spell ends for an effective creature if it takes any damage or someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Nice.
But for now,
So
they're
that means we
stuck.
can just focus on the one that's really good, apparently, and then finish the
Yeah.
other two off
Oh,
later.
I'm sorry. They do have advantage against being charmed. So let me.
There's a big, bad, scary pattern in the
Okay, for
sky.
the second one, it was. So he's still. The second one still failed. Now for the third one. Okay, so the third one will succeed. But one of them will fail. But yeah, the two that are kind of reeling back as they're slashed in the shoulders, they both kind of look up at this hypnotic pattern of Edward twerking or whatever it is that you decide to have up in
Yeah,
the
it's
sky.
Fortnite
Probably.
dance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just him doing a Pilates routine.
And one of them.
It's a compilation of Edward's funniest TikToks that he saved.
That's right. One of them becomes enthralled with this hypnotic pattern in the sky, but the other one is able to shake loose from this. Edward, would you like to do anything else with your turn?
No. Oh, bonus action. Bardic Inspiration, Cather.
Nice. Absolutely.
Cather, now! Well, they're distracted!
Nice. Kiyomura will then, it being his turn, he's going to sidestep around Cather and charge forward, swinging at the one that's leading the pack, the one that hasn't been hit yet. That will miss on the first attack. Second attack. That will hit. Hits with the second one.
Yes, Kiyomura.
Thank
With fervor.
You're doing great, sweetheart.
16 points of damage.
Whoa, you heard it. That's
Augers in the
canon.
chat, bro.
I was doing a meme
Nodders.
on the soccer mom. You're doing great,
He
sweetie.
comes out and
Oh.
around, swinging his three-part staff, just winging around, almost like nunchucks, but with a slightly different vibe to it. Coming in and crashing down. The first swing, this member of the Angry steps back, allowing the staff to miss its head before the second swing comes up and cracks it across the ribs as it kind of like lurches back for a little second. That is the end of Kiyomura's turn. This will take us to the Angry. The one in
He's
front of...
angry.
He's angry! The one in front of Kiyomura is going to attack him. As each one of them has gotten hit, you've noticed that their anger just seems to continue to elevate with every swing and attack.
Guys, their anger aura is increasing.
God, it's the Hulk, but like gross and weirder.
Gross and weird. Hey, Aaron,
Yeah, honestly.
while we have this moment, could you mayhaps tilt your camera down just a little bit?
Who?
Take my what
Me?
down?
Aaron.
Oh, I thought you were talking to TJ.
There you go. That's better. Thank you.
Every week I have tilted it slightly farther down.
Eventually, it'll just be like your.
It'll just
It'll
be
cut
pointed
off at
at
your
Yeah, it'll be
shoulders.
no head, just the desk and upper body.
It'll be a keyboard shot.
Hey guys, how are we doing today? You just see my hands typing.
Do they hurt?
You're doing good.
Are they
Keep
hurting
it
my
up,
boy?
Cather.
Kiyomura.
Kiyomura dies this episode.
Kiyomura takes 45 points of damage.
Oh, only one more than what I did.
Actually, you actually did 88 damage.
Yeah, you know.
That will be first attack, second attack against Kiyomura.
Oh boy, that was only the first attack.
He'll be
That's gonna hit
fine. He took a knife to the heart and survived.
That's true. He was stabbed like 80 times in vital organs and like walked it off.
He just walks it off, man. You guys watch as he swings and cracks against this creature. Kind of reels back for a second before charging forward and swinging around with these hooked hands. Both of them embedding in his back and shredding across as it spins him back a couple steps and these massive gashes across his back. The one of the angry that is enthralled with the hypnotic pattern just kind of stays looking up. But the third one
It's a
rushes
cat
forward,
dancing or something.
going towards the closest creature that isn't currently being attacked, which would be Cather. Woo! Does a 20 hit?
A 20 will hit.
Okay. First attack. Okay, 14. You're going to take 14 points. Oh, I'm sorry, 15 points of piercing damage. And 8, 16. And 22 points of psychic damage as this rushes forward and drags its massive hook across the front of your breastplate. More of a bludgeoning attack than anything, but still, nonetheless, dealing some damage. Second attack does a 21 hit.
Yes, a 21.
Much smaller. You're going to take 10 points of piercing damage as it crashes its first claw across your chest, and then as you take a step back, it embeds its second hook just into shallowly, I think that's how you say that, into the top of your thigh where it's not quite as protected. That will take us to your turn, Cather.
Real quick, before the end of its turn, right after it attacks me the second time, I'm going to spend a charge of my Blood Fury Tattoo.
Okay.
And to attack, do a retaliation attack against it.
Go for it. While you're rolling that, Edward, do I get to re-roll my saves for your hypnotic pattern?
That's a good question. Let me look.
It lasts until they're broken free, from what I remember.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
It's a great spell if you just want to avoid combat. You
Yeah,
walk in, you just like flashbang through the door and then run away.
Yeah, it's only if it is dealt damage or someone uses the action to shake them out of it.
Okay.
They do not reroll.
DM,
Cool.
that is going to be a 28 to hit.
That doesn't hit. I'm just kidding. Of course it hits.
Every time it takes or deals damage, AC goes up by 5.
That's right. That's right.
I am going to throw a Divine Smite at first level on there.
Okay, go for it.
Is it an undead or a fiend? I know it isn't.
No.
I know.
They are monstrous.
I needed to ask. Because what if? What if?
I want to break free.
Oh, I've got a spell for that in a couple seconds.
Breaking free?
I
Yeah,
want
that's what they're
break
gonna be
free.
singing on their turns.
We
That's
really
good. And then we can just walk past them.
just over Drew's screen of the math meme.
What if we
That would be
just trap them
39
and
points of
left?
damage, DM.
Doable.
We're gonna have to fight other stuff. I kind of like that idea.
To be fair, I like never use second level spells, so I've got a couple of good ones. The best part is we can kill these two and just leave the other one.
Yeah,
Like it's gonna be stuck there for
He
like
is-
what, a
he is-
minute, 10 minutes?
How long- yeah, how
Edward's
long
got
does- how
so
long does
many
it last?
TikToks.
Nice.
Let me check.
Okay. And then that brings me to my turn still at the end, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, great.
It's
So
only
first
1
thing I
minute.
will do
That's 10
is
rounds. Right?
I'm actually going to pull out my shield, and as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Nice.
So as Cather pulls out his shield, he will hold his holy symbol for just a moment, and a kind of green aura envelops his shield and then envelops his whole body for just a moment.
Very nice.
That happens. And then I'm going to make 2 more attacks against this boy right in front of me.
What you got?
Okay, that would be a 26 and a 29 to hit.
Both of those will hit.
I would love to see
Lovely.
numbers like this.
Okay. I'm going to do a Divine Smite at 2nd level on this person.
I do love that Drew's like, intro creatures to the castle, Divine Smite.
Well, I have a few to go around.
It's just send a message. We're just gonna carry their bodies with us everywhere we go. Be like, someone's gonna turn around and be like, "Stop there," and you're gonna be like,
We could
Like,
start.
I
Yeah, why
mean-
don't we just make an effigy on a stick,
"Yeah,
carry it in front of us?
carry it through the streets."
I think it's a good idea. I mean, I feel like that's kind of speaking their language.
Yeah, we're giving you
theoretically.
the opportunity to surrender.
Or make friends
35
if they like the
points of damage on
style.
first attack.
Okay.
And then for the second attack, it's just gonna be a normal attack.
I don't think at 3rd level that I care about casting. Only kinda. Not really. So I've second and all my 2nd and 3rd level slots are just free game.
There you go.
That's
Heck, well, my first
27 points of damage on the second attack.
Nice. Yeah, you pull out your shield and allow this aura to come over you, protecting you just a little bit further before coming forward and brandishing your new sword for the first time.
Yeah.
You slice once across one of its hips. It falls back before you drag the blade between the 2 heads and severing a nice deep gash
Nice.
to separate the heads a little bit.
Nice.
Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
How far is Kiyomura from me? He's 15. He's
Kiyomura
like 15
is
feet ahead of me.
basically right next to you at this point.
Okay. Is it possible for me to rotate to around this creature to allow for flanking? For somebody give opportunity for like Amethy or Edward to move forward to get flanking.
You can make it so that Kiyomura would have flanking with his creature. So it'd be like Kiyomura's here, here's his creature, and then there's you, and your creature would be here. So you don't have flanking on your creature, but
Right.
Kiyomura would have flanking on his.
Okay. Would that move me out of the range of? Would I get an active opportunity?
No.
Beautiful. I will do that then. I'll just rotate around then and
Okay.
help Kiyomura out then.
Absolutely, yeah. Abinthu, you
Yeah.
are about 10 feet back. You look in front of you. You have Catherine and Kiyomura, who are basically side by side with a creature on basically the right diagonal to each of them. And then you have the other creature that's about 10 feet back behind them, who is gazing up at the TikToks, just
Okay.
slowly cackling to itself. What would you like to do, friend?
So I'm trying to imagine this visually
Mm-hmm.
on a mental grid.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 2 monsters that are next to each other on a grid.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, Cather and Kiyomura are not next to each other because one of them has to be flanking somehow. So does it look
You
something
pulled out the
like
sticky note.
something like this? If the tips of my fingers are each a person.
Looks like this. Okay.
Ooh.
You have Abinthy and Edward backed up. You have Cather and Kiyomura. Each have a monster off to their right. Obviously, this is backwards. And then you have a third monster about 10 feet back from them.
Okay, that's absolutely golden. So I would like to move to the left side of the monsters and the enemies.
Okay.
Into like 5 feet away from like so there's the gap between me and the monsters. I'm diagonal to one of the Ks. You got it?
Just a second. Let me double check. Okay. So you want to move to like here?
Yeah, just right in line with them, but not
Oh,
next.
here.
Yeah, right there. Golden.
With those two.
Golden.
Okay.
Yep, that just right in line with them. As I calmly stride forward, I'm going to say, you fellows seem pretty heated. You need to chill out. 7th step, Stygus. Then I'm going to stab into the air, and a cone of freezing, frigid air from the layer of hell that's just real cold. It's gonna. I'm gonna cast Rhyme's Binding Ice. So in a 30-foot cone from me, in a way, because I looked at the grid, it shouldn't hit it should go like right past the one that's currently not doing anything.
Okay, I'm just wondering if it hits Cather.
It shouldn't in a line. If I angle it so the edge of the cone
Oh,
is
I
just
see.
right
The
in
edge of
front
the
of
cone is the crust of
Yeah.
the creature.
I
So we
like
just see a
it. I
wall of-
like it.
I got
just
you. I got
barely
you.
misses.
Yeah, absolutely.
So literally,
I need-
Kimura and Catherine are squaring up, and then just wall of ice in front of us.
I need both of them to make Constitution saving throws. Cheer out.
That'll be a 23 for the first
Okay.
one.
Yeah, that's a success.
That'll be an 8. Excuse me.
That's
for
not,
the second
not
one.
good enough for this. Well, the third one shouldn't get hit.
And the third one doesn't get hit.
No, hopefully. So the one that failed will take 9 cold damage, and its speed is reduced to 0, as it is hindered by ice. The other one takes half of 9, so 4. In order to break the ice, it needs to take an action, or another creature can take an action.
So both
Until
of
that
them,
happens,
or
it
both
is
of them,
just-
or just the one that failed.
Just the one that failed.
Okay, so the one in front of Kiamura failed. So that's going to be the one that took the 9 damage and is locked in a block of ice. Unfortunately, that blocked a little bit of the ice for the second creature that was in that line, and so it did not get frozen over.
That's great. I'm just going to take the rest of my speed to move back.
Okay,
And as a bonus action, I'll billow my cape.
nice,
And say,
absolutely,
Go get him, Tyga. And I'm going to pat Edward on the shoulder.
nice. This will take us
Thanks.
to your turn, Edward.
Okay. If I deal damage to the ice one, will it wake up? Awesome.
The only way
Edward's
it can be
going to-
broken free is by someone spending an action to do so.
Edward goes, I'm on it. Flanks with Kiamura.
Okay,
Gets around the guy, and he's just gonna rapier poke it right through the ice into the abdomen.
Yeah.
go for it.
Right
Yeah,
into its
he's gonna-
core muscles. You know they're weak. You know he doesn't lift.
Yeah, so that's a 20 to hit.
He
That'll
doesn't do
hit.
crunches.
No, not a chance. There's no hit workouts in this.
That's
the only hit
8
workouts
damage.
he's getting is getting hit.
And then I get another one, but this time, when I attack this time, I'm actually not going to do a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. I'm going to actually add that with my Defender Rapier to my AC. So let me roll real quick. If I get to hit, I get 3 more to my AC to my next turn. So we'll see if I hit. 18.
18 is his AC, so that hits.
Nice.
Sick. Okay, so that's 1d8 plus a save on. I know, it was an accident.
No, I was just thinking. I almost said CR, which was not going to be the right thing. Could you imagine if I threw like 3 CR
take
18
it.
creatures at you guys right
Talent
now?
ratings.
We can take
That
it.
would be
Opening and intro.
I rolled max, so that's 5. Oh no, so -3 though. Again, so that's 12 damage.
12 damage.
12 damage, and now my AC is 22 until
Nice.
my next turn.
Nice. Absolutely.
Pretty happy.
The one encased in ice physically looks to be doing fairly okay, especially compared to his friend that's not doing quite as well. But yeah, no, overall, you guys are doing good. You run up, flank with Kiamura. You guys like lock eyes, a nod of understanding
Kiss
before
on the
you
cheek.
stab into this creature, pull out once again, and then stab through once more.
And then
and it can't do anything.
Edward, and
Just
then
like-
Edward looks over. Edward looks over to the third one and just goes, "You're next." And using his bonus action, he actually does unsettling words,
Oh.
which means I roll a bardic inspiration die, and the creature must subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start of my next turn.
Ooh. Very
Yeah,
nice.
so we'll see if anybody uses that.
That's towards the one in front of Cather?
It's towards
Yes.
the one that is not looking at my pattern, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the one in front of Cather.
Oh, so
Alright.
that I rolled a 1.
-1.
Hey, that's -1 though. That's
Sounds-
one less.
-1.
That could be the -1 that we need.
Absolutely. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
That will be it, DM.
Very nice. This will take us to Kiyomora's turn. Kiyomura, now having basically a completely incapacitated creature in front of him, is going to go to town on this guy. Just he swings his 3-part staff. Let's not chuck the dice behind the desk. Very nice. It's going to hit. Nice. Does some damage. Second attack. With advantage. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Once again. He's gonna pump a divine smite in here.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. Do you know how many dice do I roll? It's d8s, right?
It's D8s. It's 2D8 at first level, and then additional D8 up to max of 5 for one each level higher. And then if he's high enough below Paladin, he also gets just an extra D8 on top of all that, just because.
He's the same level as you.
Great, so he does.
Okay. So for first level divine smite, it's 4d8
It's 3D8 for the Divine Smite plus his weapon die.
plus his weapon die. Okay. So nice. Another 31 points of damage.
Nice.
Beat him up.
Not to be make a pun out of it of the not ice. I didn't.
None of us would have seen that as a pun until you specifically
I know.
brought it up.
I know. Thank you. Dan.
The laugh track.
Thank you for your pity laughter.
Very nice. That will take us to the angry. The one incapacitated and can't do anything, right?
Incapacitated one can't do anything.
Just chills.
One that's frozen just has a speed of 0. So other than that, it's completely unaffected.
The one that's frozen just has a
Just a speed of 0. It doesn't actually affect its attacks or anything. It just can't move anywhere.
Oh, so the two that are in front of Catherine Kiyomura still can attack.
Oh yeah, they can still absolutely attack. I just didn't want them
I
to suddenly regret their actions or try to move towards any of us.
I
other
see.
than the ones that are tanky.
I understand. I got you now. All right, one attack's going to go towards
Me.
Kiyomura.
Apathy
Nice.
would like to live. That's
Apathy
the
would like
point
to
of this
live.
spell.
It would be really sucky for you to die right
Yeah,
here.
could you imagine that? I die in front of the gates. Like I'm not even there. It's like, ugh. What a way to go. Guess we're resurrecting
Second
Tarek.
attack, he's going to chuck it at Edward.
Yeah, free game.
And after that second attack, I'm going to use as a reaction a Sentinel attack against that boy.
Okay, absolutely. Edward does a 27 hit.
Oh. You can't hear him because he's muted, but the answer is yes. Because
Sorry, I didn't know I was muted. I was saying silvery barbs as a reaction. Sorry, I was talking over Cather, and I was like, oh my goodness, 2 reactions. But I was
So
muted.
re-roll that die.
Reroll that d20, baby, and take the lower roll.
Okay, does a 23 hit.
Oh,
That is, wait,
that hits.
dang it, 22 is my AC.
Ah, close.
I cry.
Who gets
I
I
advantage?
cry, he says.
Oh, Cather gets advantage
Thank you. I appreciate
because he has a weapon.
it. Also, DM, I rolled a 26 to hit for my Sentinel attack.
That'll hit.
Yeah,
You
maybe
take-
it'll just die.
21 points of piercing damage. And... $27 points of psychic damage.
Ow, what the
16
heck?
points of damage from me, DM. I don't suppose these guys are vulnerable to radiant damage. I haven't been.
No.
No, okay. I just want to make sure.
They
So
look
that's that guy.
kind of raw. I wonder if we could cook them with some fire. Maybe they're.
That could arguably be cannibalism, but it just depends on how you look at them. Catherine.
What if I don't look at him?
While you reaction attack the other creature,
Yeah.
the third angry one, the one that's in front of you,
Yeah.
is going to slash you in the back.
He's
Not with its reaction,
He's
but
gonna
it's
sure
just its
try.
turn now.
yeah.
Does a 26 hit?
Yes, it was 26 will hit.
Okay. Very nice. 10. You take 20 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 17 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Second attack. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
You will take 16 points of piercing damage.
Are you sure these guys are like intro dudes? Like, geez Louise.
I mean, they are CR 13. They're certainly not chill.
Bros,
It's okay. We're not
bros
chill
bloodied
either.
me.
That's because you have a tiny little AC.
Why,
Well,
bro?
I mean,
Fleshy.
my
Wow.
AC is a 22 right now. That's not a tiny little AC.
It is a tiny
Wow,
little AC.
wow.
Little baby
DM.
AC.
DM,
Wow.
players can't get absurd ACs like monsters
Dude,
can.
anything below 25 is cringe.
Me sitting there with my 30 AC.
Okay, but you're like one of like two subclasses that can do that.
It's true. I do have to like do a lot of work to get it that high.
Yeah.
I even used
Absolutely.
all of the
And it lasts
juice
for, like, a
my
round.
cool sword, and it didn't
It
work.
lasts for a little bit.
Cather, it
Yeah.
is your turn.
Great. I'm gonna hit the boy that hit me
Uh-huh.
with advantage because of silver barbs.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
got you. You know
Yeah,
what I
get
keep
him.
forgetting about? Cloak of Displacement.
Great. Don't forget about your cloak of displacement.
Hey, this next one.
Don't
this
worry.
next one, you've
This
got.
next one, I'm gonna
29 to
displace.
hit.
That'll hit.
Great. I'm gonna use a charge of my Blood Fury tattoo to add some damage to it.
You know what we totally should have done?
What?
We should have made a command so that way anytime Edward gets attacked, the chat can just type in like cloak,
Exclamation point
cloak, and then it just shouts like displays are cloaked. Displays are cloaked.
Exclamation point Baka.
As professionals.
DJ
Man.
just took a drink of his lemon water.
So, okay, so 11,
Well, that's just actually a lemon and water. You
27
are so
plus 8
bougie.
is 35 points of damage.
Made a. How much damage?
35.
35. I made a lemon drop earlier, which is my favorite drink, but it uses half of a lemon for lemon juice, so I just end up with half of a lemon left over. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a glass of water too. Might as well put a little slice of lemon in that.
And I
Cool
also
story.
regain 16 hit points,
What a punk.
which is nice. And then for my second attack, I'm gonna swing back around towards the one I'm flanking with Kimor and Edward.
Yep. Got advantage.
Why bro got lemon in his water?
Let's go.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, baby.
Nice.
And it was
I will
a
let you know.
natural because with advantage it was a natural 20 and a natural 1, so that's.
I will let you know, Drew.
Feels real good.
If you roll really well on your damage, there's a chance that you could kill this thing.
There's a chance. Oh, okay. All right.
To be fair, it's Cather, so that applies to like almost every creature in the game.
DM, I'm gonna divine smite at 3rd level.
At what level?
At 3rd.
Nice.
Trace.
Okay.
So
that
he
is-
deals
Okay.
That's a good start.
7,000 damage.
Okay, hold on.
To this entry-level mob.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 d8, which is 56 points of damage off the bat. I want to write this down.
Uh-huh. 56 plus your
56
2d10.
plus-
No, you're one-handed.
Yeah,
plus your
2d8,
2d6.
yeah.
That's another, or d8. My goodness. Another 16 points of damage. So that's 70 points of damage right off the bat.
Well, the 56 includes my weapon then.
Oh. Okay.
Math. Welcome everybody to.
I need
to
a math
high
sound
school,
button.
High school
You know
board
what?
game.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put another charge of my Blood Fury tattoo into this attack.
Why
You're
not?
just like, I want to kill it.
Which
I want to
adds-
kill it.
Which adds another. Well, actually, it's more so for the healing, because I heal the an amount of damage based off of how much my Blood Fury tattoo does.
It's Mather.
So okay, so that's an
Stonks.
additional 46, which is
24
24. Thank you.
on top of your 54, right? Or your 56.
56.
So that's going to be 80 points of damage so far. Now you get to roll dice.
Woo! The most exciting part of
Dice
Dungeons
time.
and Dragons.
Oh gosh, I love addition.
Okay. Interesting fact about me. I enjoy math. I think that it's pretty fun. I was an AP Calc. I suck at addition and subtraction. You want me to titrate some formula? I'm in. You want me to gosh dang do some fancy number garbage, division, multiplication, whatever. You ask me to add two small numbers, I am stumped, bro. I added 25 and 25
If there are
on
no
paper once
letters-
and got 60.
If there are no letters,
That's two
Aaron
quarters, dog.
can't do it.
That's 2 quarters. That's just 25 cents and 25 cents. That's a $50. I've cashiered before.
I love that you got 60.
I got 60 on paper. I don't even know how I do that.
Aaron. Hey Aaron,
Yeah?
You're doing great, Drew. I believe in you.
do you think
Almost
there are
there, real
times when your
close.
numbers are way off when you're DMing because of addition?
Yeah, what if I've actually been very good at rolling dice and I just can't
But you
add?
just think,
You
okay,
can't
So
I'm just like, oh
I
god, I'm terrible.
heal 38 hit points,
What was the total of what you rolled, Drew?
and then the total amount of damage after adding it all together is 141.
Oh, you were so close. You needed 154.
Did you add all of your modifiers?
Yeah, I added all the modifiers.
too
Are you
bad
sure?
they
Because you know it's a
regen.
now +3 sword.
Yep, it's +3 sword.
Oh.
Too bad they regen by making out.
Another 13 points of damage, Drew. We would have just killed it. I will say you cut it in half, though.
I mean, don't.
Now there's two.
Well,
of them.
okay. I mean, DM. Now you're just really wanting me to just add in
You're
my
just- you're
last
just
little
dangling
surge
it.
damage in here,
Dangling it in there.
but that would be a waste. So
Listen. I may or may not be trying to bait you into using a lot of your abilities,
Maybe.
so that later on, when things go down, it just really sucks for you guys.
Maybe.
But
Did
no
you
matter what,
notice-
it's gonna really suck. So
Did you notice I used my sword, so I didn't use my abilities? I know your games, DM.
good job, Grant.
I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah,
Drew's
no,
like,
that's
good job, Grant. Way to do this the right way.
Well, see-
anyway, I'm gonna do this thing to do that last 30
Well,
seconds.
okay, so to be fair though, a lot of I can recover quite a few spell slots with my Harness Divine Power, so
You think you're gonna get a short rest in here?
I don't need a short rest. I need a bonus action.
You think you're gonna get a bonus action in here?
Not in my house. Those are taxed.
Are you gonna do
You
anything
have to pay
else?
$5 to
Are
be
you gonna pull
every
those
time you
13
use a
points
bonus.
out your butt?
No, I'm. That is all of
Nice.
the things that I am going to do.
This frozen creature turns to you as you begin to engage, and it just like it literally goes like this. It like turns, and then it just doesn't move for a second before the line appears between its corner of its body as you just slice off half of it, and
Oh
just
god, it's been animated.
as it
Everyone
falls
pause it.
in a bloody pile. The other half just kind of like freaking out for a second. Yeah, that's
Everyone
great.
pauses and is like, Cather, what is wrong with you? Like, God.
That will take us to Aventhy's turn.
Not
Aventhy, you want to steal the skill?
Please do.
No. That isn't.
Please.
Look, there's more important things to do. So the cool part about us fighting low level things is all of the spells that I normally don't get a cast, because we're fighting things that I should use important things on. I get to cast now. So Abinthy is going to very dramatically grab the hem of his robe and cloak and throw it out to the side and drape it kind of like a vampire. And he will place his sword underneath the cloak. And as it pulls out, like velvet lacing the top of it, it is embroidered in darkness. And I will cast Shadow Blade as a bonus action.
Nice.
And then I'm going to once again walk forward. And then I'm going to stab it with the Shadow Blade.
Nice.
Specifically, I'm going to cast a Booming Blade as the cantrip. So that way I deal more damage with it.
Which one are you hitting?
He's hitting the one.
No. I'm hitting the other one.
Oh, you walk around the other side.
Yeah, I've got
Are you
so many sides to walk around.
are you hitting the Kiyomura one
He's hitting
or
the
the
Gambit one.
other? Oh.
Am I able to get flanking with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sick. I'm just editing some stuff in my document right now. Hold on.
Aaron's just sitting there like editing a PDF of the player's
Pretty much, I'm
handbook.
like, how
Just
does
says something
Booming Blade work
differently.
again? So if I hit with this, which I really would like to, that would be pretty bussin'. Here we go. Here we go.
Bussin'.
Okay, that's not a great roll. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's getting worse. How does a 19 sound?
19 will hit.
I'm struggling.
Nice.
Let's
Good
see, we're
stuff.
16th level.
You are 16th level.
That'll mean I deal 5d8 with this.
Grant, for future
Yeah.
reference,
Mhm.
you aren't the kind of bard that I can add damage to my thing with Bardic Inspiration, correct?
Nope.
Okay, just want to make
Wait,
sure.
no,
lost
Bardic.
all my
No,
d8s.
no.
That'd be called
You
your
just get it for ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Yep.
I just rolled like a billion d8s. How do I only have 4? There's the fifth one. Good Lord Almighty, Aaron. Use your eyes. 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That will be 26. 26 damage to that. Split between psychic and thunder, I believe. Did the damage type matter?
That makes no distance.
Great. So that number, you got it?
Yes.
I'm
Also looks like it's not doing really great.
then going to step backwards.
Okay.
I'm going to.
reaction attack.
It doesn't have a reaction attack?
It will reaction attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Hey, DM,
Yeah, I know. Do your sentinel thing.
I'm gonna do a sentinel attack.
Yeah. 22 to hit, Abadin.
Let me do my math real quick. 15, 20, 22.
That was awesome.
I will use my reaction to give myself a +2 bonus to my AC, giving myself a 24,
Nice.
and deal 8 damage to both of the creatures, not the stunned one.
Oh.
As it strikes me, I wave my hand in front of me, and a shimmering shield of threads appears and reverberates through the weave back at them. And then, yeah, and then I laugh and skedaddle away.
20,
You have a very like
23.
green, like William Dafoe Green Goblin-esque vibe.
Yeah, that Abinthy really does feel like that. That's Abinthy's vibe right now.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
How much damage, Drew?
23.
You sure it's not 37?
No, I'm sure it's not 37.
No.
I didn't do a
He's
divine
setting
Smite.
up for.
I'm setting up
Edward
Kimura
get
real
the
hard.
hottest
I'm
double kill
saying
in
up.
the
See, I'm doing
world.
all this on purpose. That way, Kimura can have a real good self-esteem boost. You know.
That's right. He could use it. This will take us to Edward.
Bro. I
You go after Abinthy. You knew this, and you still chose to stuff your face.
Oh, what's
I
funny?
With
have so
food,
much
this is your
granola in my
mistake.
mouth.
You are a bad podcaster.
Look. Give me a moment. This is like.
Wow, you like really stuffed your face.
I actually did mess up. I didn't need to use my reaction there, but I still wanted the damage, so it's fine.
Okay, great. Wait for it. Grant's gonna get a little...
bubblies.
There's no more bubbly. You got water? Water?
No.
No.
I'll
clean
be
out your palate.
fine.
Take a sip. Take a sip.
No, I don't have water.
Oh, okay.
I'll be okay. I didn't think this
Go
through.
get water after this turn.
You want me to
Here's
like
what I'd like to
grab
do.
or something?
Here's what I'd like to do. I want to first hit the weakest one with my rapier.
Go for it.
Yeah. Kill, steal, kill, steal.
I gotta
Get him.
gotta
Get
give it to
him.
Kiyomura.
Wait, I have something called. Oh, that's a saving throw. Dang.
I
Well,
use my reaction to attack.
wait, am I
afterward.
flanking? I am, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on
Yeah.
a second. Grant, do you have cantrips?
Bro. Yeah, I do.
Do you have the cantrip Green Flame Blade?
No.
I feel like we talked about that spell.
I'm sure we did. Well, I'm sure we have, but so I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 2. So I got a 12 to hit.
Nice.
That doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Kill,
I tried.
steal
Can
one
I
more
can I
time.
attack again?
Yes.
This is what happens when
Okay.
you try to take Kiyomura's kill.
Okay, that's 18.
18 will hit.
Yay! I ain't saving any of this damage. Oh, max damage.
Let's
8
go.
plus 7. That's
15.
15.
Nice.
15 damage.
How would you like to kill this creature?
Oh, take that, Kiyomura.
It
I'd
had
like
5
to-
HP.
First, I want to stab it in its leg.
Gah!
Yeah, right in the thigh, actually.
Uh-huh. Would you like it to fall to one knee?
It actually can't because it's frozen.
Correction. It tries to fall to one knee, and then the lower half of the leg just breaks off, so it just falls over. Both
Yeah,
legs
exactly.
are still in the ice.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It just kind of shatters. And so I just poke it in the thigh.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, you poke it in the thigh, and it falls to its one knee after breaking its shin off, and slowly just.
Right in the femoral artery. That's
Dude,
how you get 'em.
these things are so icky. I just want to say.
They are very icky. This will take us. Would you like to do anything else with your turn? I believe that was both your attacks, correct?
It was both my attacks. I won't for now.
Action surge.
No, bro. I'm saving that thing.
Alright.
No way, dude.
Kiyomura steps over, and seeing that this creature is on the verge of death already, just very epically swings the staff above his head before, in one quick move, smashing down with the staff across its face. That's a natural 20. Nice.
Yeah, boy.
Nice. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Redeeming
Throw an
himself.
overpowered divine smite on that.
Cracks across both of its faces, and both the necks snap before this creature falls.
Nice.
The one with the hypnotic pattern, how long does that last?
1 minute, so 10 rounds.
Okay, so you got about like 20 seconds or so before.
Can I walk up to it?
Yeah.
And with my talisman of the planes, can I attempt to plane shift it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. I'm gonna roll a check real quick.
Now there's
It
This
needs
is-
to make a
it doesn't
charisma
work,
saving
right?
throw.
Yeah. He's basically using plane shift to cast the banishment spell.
yes. But it can't be banished.
Oh no, plane shift I can just choose a plane and send them.
Okay, cool. I was like that's the thing. I was like, wait, can it? It's on its home plane. Does that make a difference in this specific scenario? No.
No, I can just yeet.
Yeah.
He just yeets it into the plane of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I
I'll
like
just
that
send it
idea.
to Pandemonium. Why not? That's a good prison place.
Yeah, absolutely. You chuck this member of the Angry into Pandemonium.
I walk up and it just push
Ah,
a light pit and then it just falls into an endless screaming hell pit.
I just you have PTSD as you hear the howling winds just barely through this planar portal.
Smells like home.
You guys now find yourselves standing alone outside of the Soul Citadel.
Nice. Well done.
And I know it's a little early.
It's like a lot early.
Break right here. Not a lot early. It's 40 minutes early.
Ooh, a break time?
Break
I love
time.
myself a good break time.
I'm about to
I
get
can go
myself some cereal. I'm
I'm gonna get
so
myself
hungry.
some pasta, bro.
I'm so hungry, brother.
We'll be back in 10 or 15 minutes as we get back from our break. Don't go anywhere.
Brother
As
in
we enter
Christ, I
into
will
the
have my
full
linguine.
Citadel and try and get things moving along. But we'll be back in just a little bit.
Are we
Now we're
back?
back.
So,
And
guys,
we are
Ray
back.
interrupted my countdown.
Like
So-
6 times. That countdown got
Me?
interrupted a lot.
Yeah.
It's okay. We are back. The party finds themselves standing alone outside of the castle of the Soul Citadel. What would you guys like to do?
all right. That thing screamed when it first saw us, so
Right.
they've definitely been alerted to
we
our
should move
arrival.
quickly.
I say that we bum rush in, kill as we go, and steal anything we see.
We're looking for a soul, right?
I still think we should move with some caution, but fairly quickly.
Check for traps, kill everything we see, steal
Okay,
everything that's not nailed
But hear me
down.
out.
Sure.
If we don't have to kill anything, let's just move.
Yeah. Like if
past
something
them.
isn't directly in our way, let's just avoid it.
Right.
If any, so check for traps, kill anything that is in a direct path of travel,
Yeah.
steal anything that isn't nailed down.
Yes.
I like it.
Question: What
Okay.
is our direct path of travel?
Up.
The trail that
Also-
we blaze!
Also,
That trail that we blaze!
All right.
just to
I like
make
it.
sure that nothing bad happens, please, if something looks like it might be cursed, just leave it there.
Steal it.
No,
everything
leave
that
it.
isn't nailed down.
All right.
We've
DM,
been through this.
as we are-
Onward!
as
And
we
I
are
just run into
conversing-
the thing.
As we are
Start
conversing
like
and traveling up these stairs, I'm going to use.
Yeah, it's
two-
like 4 steps up.
I'm going to use 2 charges of my Harness Divine Power to regain a 2nd and 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
Cather goes slowly to use 2 charges.
And then I'm also going to use 40 points of Lay on Hands to
How many total do you have?
80 total.
You have 80 total?
Yeah.
It's a lot of health.
Yeah, I'm glad that we didn't do when I suggested.
I got
thought
you. I
capped
got you,
out at
boo.
50.
Don't you worry about it, bud.
I thought that you guys capped out at 50. So
No, it gets beefy late level.
yeah, okay. Cool.
Well,
Yeah.
then I'm going to use my healing ability to get 1d10 plus 9. Since we're all
Nice.
gonna be doing that now.
I have
I got a
no
4,
health
so
gone,
13.
so I'm just going to run upwards.
Do you have your way of getting spell slots back? The
Yeah, it's short rest.
Yeah, his records.
short rest. I see. All
We
right.
could take
only
a short
spent,
rest
like-
right now.
I only spent like a single 5th level spell, a 2nd level spell. I'm Gucci.
No short rests. We're going in guns blazing. Let's do this.
Absolutely. Two
DM,
second
we go
levels.
up
We
the
don't know
4
what a gun is.
stairs.
You guys go up the 4 stairs, guns blazing. You slam open the doors to the castle, rush in, and you find it dark and empty inside.
How dark?
Looking around, you have those familiar gray slate walls that build up this castle.
Is there not a staircase?
But the ground itself has almost like a layer of mold or moss that's grown over the top of it entirely. This fuzzy substance. It's not carpet. It's a living thing. You feel like you're walking on,
It's like
not to take away from it.
fungus of some sort.
You know, in the nether, the blue tree biome.
Hmm.
You
Yes.
feel like you're walking on that blue.
The warped forest.
Yeah, you feel like you're walking on that soil, that warped soil. There are
Wow.
basically nothing adorning the walls or the halls. But every once in a while, there is a slight mushroom that glows to ever so slightly light the different corridors.
I listen to Abinthy and steal them.
You pick a mushroom, tuck it
do.
away in your bag.
Yes, I do.
You pluck it, and it had a faint glow to it that slowly disappears after it's been picked. it's this-
sorry,
it's
keep
a-
going.
Sorry, they grow out of the walls. They have kind of a curved stem and then a very tall, gnomish hat-esque cap to it.
DM.
And
I imagine the answer is no, but I want to just make a very obscure reference to the very beginning of this campaign. Do these look like the mushrooms that I found in my solo shot?
No,
Okay.
do these look like the mushroom that Havel brutally murdered, even though it was a child?
These do not look like the
Wait,
might-
the child.
My
It wasn't a child. It was trying to
well,
punted that
No,
procreate.
it was a legal adult.
Yeah, it was
It
definitely
was a
trying
legal
to-
consenting adult. It was an exchange between two consenting adults.
Okay.
That
Either
happen
way,
interrupt.
Good cover, everybody.
Either
Good
way.
cover.
once I pick the mushroom, I hear as the mushroom whines because it's dying.
Sure.
To be
Okay.
fair, this is actually a very good way to keep track of where we have been if we pick every mushroom that glows. So we just have to run the dark way back.
That's right.
So good.
That's not a bad
excellent
idea.
thinking, Edward. Good job.
You guys proceed to do that?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just following directions.
Yeah, you pick every mushroom that you pass,
Yeah.
and it darkens the hallway behind you. You can't help but feel like you're being watched, as you now have almost a pitch black hallway following you as you are plucking every light that you cross. You guys slowly begin to cover the grounds of this castle. I'll have everybody make.
And to clarify, DM,
What was that?
Cather is going to be in the front. With I'm going to ask Kiamora to be in the back,
Yeah, Kiamora will take up the back.
and then I will let Edward and Abathy decide the rest.
I choose the middle.
I choose the other middle.
Who's closer to Cather?
Do you want to be
Probably
closer to Catherine?
me. Probably
Yeah, I'll
me.
choose
I got
close
the
to Kiamora.
guns.
It's Cather, Edward, Abinthy, Kiamora.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And what
tracks.
did you want us to roll, DM?
Perception, please.
It's a 16 for me, DM.
10.
Like 10.
Diaz. Oh, let's go. Middle boys unite. Together we're 20.
You are leading the way.
Yep.
Kiamora and Abinthy and Edward plucking mushrooms as you guys pass. They reach down to pluck a mushroom, and you stop as you have this entire time, stopping to let them pluck the mushroom before continuing.
Uh-huh.
And out of the corner of your eye, you see the shadow of a face disappear. You immediately turn.
Sword being unsheathed.
The tail end of a ghastly figure disappearing into the wall.
I will use Divine Sense to see if I sense any fiend, celestial, or undead within 60 feet.
See, it's interesting because you don't sense any undead.
Oh.
But they're fully alive.
Just normal
They're
dead.
just dead. They're just the souls
Oh.
of these creatures.
Oh.
Oh.
Interesting.
Tell Anashta come back! As the ghost disappears through the wall.
You
Edward
shake
will-
it off for a second.
yeah, Edward Cather. I'm Cather.
One of the six of you.
Who am I?
As he kind of does that, he kind of like looks around for a moment, like to like see if he sees any more souls flying around. Is like,
Looking
And
around.
that's when I said, ooh, Cather, why'd you stop?
shh. Hold on. He
You
just-
guys wait.
Yeah.
Hold your breath for just a second. And you don't see anything.
Okay.
For a long enough time that Cather, you're almost sure that you didn't see anything.
Yeah, Cather's just like, I might. All right, just be aware. We're probably not alone in this room right now. I think the souls of the dead are surrounding us right now. As Cather begins to eerily but confidently march forward.
Abinthy
what a
takes
combination
a
of
bite
that.
of a bagel.
Are we in trouble?
Just
I
don't do anything to make them mad.
Yeah, we're just keep going.
Bloody Mary. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I think
not
I'm mirrored
her.
with mirrors.
You guys continue on, making your way down this hall. You go down this hall, coming to the end. You turn down another hall, and another. And you make your way through quite a few halls, picking as you go, leaving a trail of darkness behind you.
A trail of halls.
A trail of darkened halls. You continue on before you come around another corner. And this time, plain as day, right in front of you, you see two of these ghastly figures, not ghosts, but faintly glowing apparitions, very ghostly in appearance, but not in nature.
Can I, as I see that, I kind of hold everyone back for a second, and I'm going to say, I'm not going to say. First, I'm going to cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
A very apt
Ooh,
spell.
I like this. I like it.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
it.
And after he does this, I'm sorry. I'm trying to real quick read some of the details because
My favorite thing about Drew's mic.
Eating a bagel.
My favorite thing about Drew's mic is it's so specific that if he's not right in front of it,
Well, yeah.
you can't hear anything that he says. So as soon as he leaves like a 4-inch window around it, he is entirely
it's
silent.
very much a
He's
broadcast
banished
microphone.
to the shadow realm.
Okay. After he does that, I just kind of lean back a little bit and kind of tilt my head towards everyone else, towards the rest of the group, and say, "All right, we have 5 questions. I'll take suggestions."
Who specifically are you talking to? Left or right? Man or woman?
Behind me, to my party.
I know, but
which
who
of the
did you
two?
cast the spell on?
Are we able to tell like physical features?
Yeah.
Oh, that helps.
Okay.
You see,
Have you seen a ghost? Tiefling?
Yeah, you see in front of you a man and a woman dressed in what looks like simple farmer's clothes.
Okay.
One has a pitchfork. The other doesn't look very happy.
Yeah, the other one has glasses and looks like she wants to stab you.
All right. Where is the soul of the drow named Talanashta?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a good one. Okay, and so DM, I will cast it because I don't know. I have no real reason to
This
know.
is very important, Drew. Okay,
I'm going to choose.
That means that you hate the other sex. So I'll clearly.
I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose the female.
Okay, fair enough. Drew hates men. Got it.
Rest in peace, the Kiyomura ship.
And I will ask. Do you know where the soul of a drow named Talanashta is?
Oh, now she can just say yes. You should have just said, "Where is the soul of Talanashta the drow?"
Perhaps. I cannot say for sure.
Ask her if she has any games on her phone.
Oh, dang it.
And where is this place that you think she might be?
She points directly into the wall to her left, or to your guys' left, which, if you guys have kept sense of your direction, would be originally to the right side of where you guys entered in. The solarium.
Good to know.
Okay.
Where is Valesh Shataran, the soul stealer?
Yes. Where
Step 1, step
is
2.
Falesh Shataran, the soul stealer?
Within the castle. It
God,
was
you're
Well,
useless.
that's not very helpful. Ask where in the castle Vladashadran, the soul stealer, lives.
Do you know where in the castle he resides?
No, don't ask, do you know?
I'm sorry.
This is- no, you can't go back now.
No.
There you go.
Okay,
All right.
so she doesn't
Good,
know.
that kind of helps.
At least then we know that she wasn't absolutely
How
dogging
did
us on the
you
first
die?
answer. Is there a way to free all of you to your knowledge?
That's the better one.
Brias. And then it's really interesting because she doesn't disappear. It's not like you summoned her off from a corpse or anything like that. This is just where her soul resides.
Uh-huh.
So she just like turns around and floats away into a wall.
right, so first one, we go find the Solarium.
I imagine that's the strange cylinder. That's the other building outside the castle.
Ah, I think you're right.
Would be a good thought. Yes, we should go there first.
The
Then
Soul
we
Stealer
find
is
Prash.
here.
Somewhere. In the castle, theoretically.
Oh,
If he's even around. Who knows? He could be. Maybe he went out to eat.
we should make haste.
Little do you know, there's just like an epic battle between Balashadaron and Miriam Azima going on.
I was
at
hoping
her
you were
place.
just going to say that there was an in-between McDonald's.
There's always a Subway. in
It's
every-
just the apostrophe.
yeah,
It doesn't actually say
It's-
McDonald's. It's just the apostrophe in between the Mick and Donald's.
that's right.
It's unsettling. These people, they were once living. They had lives, just like us, and here they are. It's not right. It's unnatural. We
Yes,
must do what we can to free them all.
that's the goal. Now let's go
Go catch them
down the darkened pathways that we ourselves have darkened.
Oh no!
See with your elven eyes. Guide me.
I
Haven't been the
shall
only person
take
affected by
hold
dark
of my
hallways.
hand. We're interlocking fingers for extra safety.
Exactly. That will never be disconnected.
Edward's
We
rubbing your
go
hand
down the
with his
darkened
thumb.
hallways and
Yeah,
head
you make
towards
your way
what we
back out
hope
the
is the
front
Solarium.
door. Following your darkened halls, the little breadcrumb trail that you've left for yourself, you make your way out of the castle and back into that general courtyard.
I really expected there to be something that popped off. I'm happy that we made it out of the dark hallways.
There are no more creatures that have joined you outside in this courtyard that you can see. So you don't have to deal with that again for the moment. Maybe.
That we know.
That you know of. Perhaps.
Probably.
You guys are making your way around to the massive cylinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make your way around
The solarium.
to what you think is known as the Solarium. Yes, it's this massive cylinder, taller than the rest of the castle, made out of that similar material, that slate gray type of stone. But you notice that there is small, intricate scratchings into the cylinder.
I'm reading those hard. What do they look
Well,
like?
there's two types. So there's one that's like architectural / design scratched into it, and you can actually see that they have carved away different places. So there's actually kind of a 3-dimension to it. It's not just a straight cylinder, but there's actually a kind of an intricate architecture to it, an intricate kind of Gothic style architecture to it. And then scratched into it is also lots of arcane sigils for containment, a lot of necromancy spells, lots of things that basically go like, hey, once your soul is here, it doesn't leave, type of stuff by their own accord. So it would take, make an Arcana check.
Those are things that I should be good at, but I have disadvantages because I'm tired. 23.
Okay. Looking at it, you very quickly realize that the spells that are binding this Soul Citadel, not even just the Citadel, but specifically the Solarium, are going to be difficult to break, to overcome. You're definitely not going to be able to just be like,
Spell magic.
dispel magic, and then all these souls will be set free. You do understand that you could probably squeeze out 1 or 2 through kind of the chinks in the magic, but to get all of them free, it would be a really, really difficult task. Not impossible, but incredibly difficult. And incredibly difficult for you, Abinthy, so it'd be like a 42 AC.
I don't even think I can hit a 42. I think I can hit a 35 with a crit. More if I have assistance from people. So theoretically, I could hit a 43 if I roll an 8 on a Bardic Inspiration die, and I roll a 20 on my D20. So that's a rough one.
This Soul Stealer is quite the arcanist.
Yes.
Edward says as he surveys the wall next to Abinthy.
And you don't suppose, Avanthy, this magic isn't linked necessarily to him at all, right? If we
kill the soul stealer, everything, the whole thing.
Well, I know, like, certain magic, like, you have to focus on it, right? Like,
I look at you, DM. Does this seem like a concentration spell, or like if he was dead, it would still be here? Okay.
It's definitely not a concentration spell. It might be linked to his life force.
All right. Most professional arcanist answer I can give you. Maybe.
I like it. Okay.
Now, here's my question, DM.
Okay.
You said that we could squeeze 1 or 2 souls out of here. If we go in, we have a soul.
Yeah.
Does that mean that we can get out?
I'm going to give
like-
you the most professional arcanist answer that I can give you. Maybe.
I honestly
Alright.
didn't even
I
think
don't
of
like
that.
I did think of that.
So here's the deal. I'm probably the most equipped to get in there. I know what Talanoshta looks like. Get Talanoshta and leave with my arcanical prowess.
That was a really bad strawberry.
I was not even watching. I was too busy role-playing.
I'm sorry.
I just have to say
Now-
something
now-
for...
Now, Abinthy, do you think strictly Arcana would be used to get in and out? In your
I
best,
don't know what
in
else
your
would
best
be.
guess. The only reason I ask, in theory, my own soul is protected.
Well,
It might
isn't it
be
like if you
it might be
die?
easier. It might be easier for me to get in and out. I don't know.
I think it might be worse if you go in. Because then if you can't get out, then you also don't get eternal peace.
That is very true.
I'm going to hell. Like, there's no possible way I'm going anywhere good.
Okay.
But honestly, hell isn't bad for me, so it's not a bad deal. Besides, if you went in there, who knows how many young female drow they have just trapped in there. I don't know.
Okay, so now, do we want? You said it might actually be possible to just set them all free, right?
I would need to perform some of the finest magic I've ever done off of 4 days without sleep.
I mean, do we want to just try that? Just give it a shot? I mean, might as well, right?
Do I think that failing this would have any negative repercussions?
You would lose a spell slot. A high
That's a
level.
pretty
That
negative
is a negative
repercussion.
repercussion. What if Abinthy went in there?
Good idea. I go in.
Okay. Just Abington.
Like, ha!
Well, I mean,
head on in. If I'll yell if anything goes wrong, I say while already on the other side of the door.
We'll see what happens. Let's just watch what happens to
I've got a
Abinthy real
stone.
quick.
I can talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right. What do you see? What do you feel?
I do talk to the Kent. Weave wizard to bard. Come in. Can you hear me?
That's the best you could come up with, Bard. You
Always
get something cool
hear
like Weave Wizard.
I'm running off of 4 days without sleep. Cut me some slack.
Edward, all you hear is broken telephone static.
Come in.
So, like, can I get
Come
any
in.
words or
No.
just static?
We're
That
sorry.
statement-
The line that you are trying to connect with is no longer in
That
service.
statement was in
Abinthy.
Abinthy's own head. He's so tired,
Abinthy.
he's imagining being judged for his lack of a cool statement.
Cather, either he's going through a tunnel or we've lost connection completely.
You are a king of observation, Edward.
So I've been told. Well, do we go in after him? What if he's in trouble? What if the soul stealer himself is taking Abinthy's soul as we speak?
As you say that, Edward, you hear a bone-chilling screech.
Is it me? Did I do it?
No.
Is it behind me? Is it in front of me?
It is behind you,
Lovely.
and you look behind to see that there are 3 more creatures. Not the same as the angry, but these ones
Thank God, I
taller,
hated
almost
those guys.
fish-like and malnourished with these big, massive jaws that like come down like halfway down their chest.
Okay, like largemouth bass kind of.
Yeah, sure, okay. Except
And is it like fish like in a cute way?
Hit him with like a rip
Ew.
jig, and you're good to go.
They kind of look like that guy from
Spike.
Monsters vs. Aliens if he went on a crazy diet.
Oh yeah, Link.
Oh, the guy who's got sleep apnea.
If Link was
Yeah.
was a bad guy.
Yeah. You see 4 of those creatures kind of beginning to huddle and make their way
Do they see us?
towards you as they notice your presence now.
No.
We
You
were-
guys can go in,
we-
or you can stay out and fight. Either's totally fine.
We
Why do you
huddle in retaliation. Yeah.
Okay, the 3 of you huddle up as the 4 of them huddle up.
Yeah.
Abinthy,
Yes.
you step into the solarium, which is interesting because it's not a door. You just kind of like decide in your mind that you kind of want to be in there, and it like almost sucks you in. For the rest of the party, while you guys are deciding this, Abinthy's body goes completely limp and falls exactly in an unconscious body on the ground.
Yeah, no, let's not all go in, because then they could just probably stab our body and not have something to return to.
Wait, oh, Abinthy's body outside of the solarium
Yes.
fell, or?
Yes.
Oh, I see. We must protect Abinthy's body.
Kiyomura reaches down and just, checks the pulse.
Watch it.
Oh.
Okay.
Folds me into a suitcase.
That's right.
Bring out a portable hole. Does it have a pulse? Yeah.
No pulse. Wait, dead?
Abinthy's soul is no longer in his body.
Right.
currently.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
Abin-
see.
Inside the solarium, you find yourself in this cosmic, like, mailroom. Like an old school mailroom where you have
The little
thousands
boxes.
of little slots that have little things tucked into them. And you can see floating around are these librarian looking souls who simply take out a jar from each of these thousands of little cubbies and check the tag on it. And sometimes they'll tuck that into something, or sometimes they'll put it back. But looking around, it's an empty void beneath you that seems to go on forever, and an empty void above you. And in this space, there are hundreds of thousands of these tiny little cubbies with these small, like, ship in a bottle jars that have these little tags on them. It's kind of almost Matrix-esque with, like, the human pods,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that, except fantasy and ghostly instead of sci-fi. And you now are floating in this ethereal void.
All right. First thing, I check to see if I can do magic.
No.
That's awky. I'm real tired.
Mhm.
So I'm not thinking too straight. I'm in a library. What do I do when I need to find something? I talk to a librarian.
Wait. Question. DJ, if exhaustion is a physical body thingy, like, would he still experience that
enough.
as a soul?
You do not feel the effects of exhaustion.
I got you, Bill.
As an excuse,
Grant,
I haven't slept
pulling
in
out
4
the
days.
big brain.
I still
Sometimes
make
I
the
have
decision to
thoughts.
go up to a librarian,
Yeah,
knowing
absolutely.
no fear.
Absolutely. You
I
go
float up.
up, they're just yes.
Hello there. I'm looking for a soul.
All right. Are you asking me for help, or are you looking for the directory?
Do you have a directory? I can probably find it myself.
One of the books. And you look around and you can see there's about 7 books that are just kind of floating open to different pages all around you.
I'll do fine, thank you. Walk
Absolutely.
over. And by that I mean I float.
You
I wiggle.
LSP style.
I return to sperm.
over to the first book, and you realize they're in alphabetical order. And they're like appendix. Like the first book is like A through C, and then the fourth book is
Don't need that.
like G
Don't
through
need that.
H-I. You know,
Really hope they didn't file her under her drowned name because I don't know it.
yeah.
File. Go to T's.
Okay, you find the T's, and you find the slot that specifically says,
Colonist.
It is in row 748, subsection G, number 54.
Okay, yeah, so subsection.
Write that down. Write that down.
All right. I turn to the librarian. Is there like an elevator, or do I just float there very quickly? Can I just think of a place and I'm there? Whoa!
It's
As you begin to
creative
focus
mode.
on the number, you do innately get drawn that direction. As you get slowly kind of pulled up and over, you find yourself. I mean, these cubbies are like probably 5 inches tall. So, row 748 is really not that stupid high up there. You know, it's not like you float for eternity as you wait.
Well, there's like an up and a down, so I kind of figured that we ended up, like, for all I know, I needed to go down like 20,000 boxes because we just started in the middle.
Exactly, right?
Or you started at like 256,000 row,
Yeah.
and you're like, dang,
God.
Dang it, you gotta go down
all the way to the bottom.
While this is going on, the boys, Cather, Kiyomura, and Edward,
Yeah.
what would you guys like to do?
He's gone slack. We must protect him.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Option, we could run. Take Abinthy's body, run, hide. Just saying.
I like
I mean,
it.
have the things spotted us?
Oh yeah, they're kind of like moseying their way over.
They're
Yeah,
like
Yeah, but they're
slowly-
huddling,
They're
yeah.
slowly meandering over.
they're like
They're coming out.
they
with
don't
a
seem to
game
be
plan.
angry. They're more like curious about you right now.
Oh, okay.
Just, I'm not there.
Do I think?
Yeah, you're not there.
If I showed aggression, I could maybe scare them off.
Just get
what-
big and really loud.
Right.
That's what they say
Could
to
I make
do.
an insight check to see if I
I could make you scarier.
Maybe they were avoiding the angry ones because they're angry. And
Yeah, maybe
scary.
they're nice, like frogs.
Maybe they're just hungry, sad things.
Maybe they taste like walleye.
Aaron, I love what you just did.
insight. Where is my insight?
Do they have gills,
That is a
DM?
dirty 20.
I know what these
DM.
monsters are.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing. But
The dirty 20 DM.
you get the feeling that these things aren't really scared of anything. They seem to have one specific emotion that they always tend to feel.
Okay.
They're just throw them some jerky.
What's the specific emotion? Does Cather
Okay,
have any inkling?
I'm gonna work you through it. They have
What emotion do?
the first ones were really
angry.
mad, right? So they had hooks
Yeah.
for hands and they were red. These
Yeah.
ones are like emaciated and have really big mouths.
So their
Oh,
emotion is
they're the hungry.
hungry. Oh wow, I get it. I get
You're
it.
just hangry, dog.
Abinthy is just like talking while he's dead.
I would like to imagine that they're
body's
like,
just
what should we
paralyzed.
do? And Edward just thinks up to the sky in a little thought bubble of Abinthy is like, all right, you numbskull, look at them.
Okay, but how much food could they eat before they get full? Because if we have enough
There's probably
food,
infinite amounts of food.
I should have taken that feast
Yeah,
spell.
just hero's banquet. You're like,
Yeah.
oh no,
It's
you
like,
don't
here
need
you
to
go,
fight us.
guys.
Here's infinite amount of food.
You know, we could actually just leave and hide. I don't mind that
Again,
option.
I don't.
We better hurry now, though, Cather.
Because if Abinthy's body isn't here when he gets out, like, how does that affect things?
I don't know.
That's
If it's-
the problem.
That could be. I don't. Oh, that's a good point.
This is exactly like the Children of the Lamp book series.
Children of the Lamp.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's where
okay, they do
imagine
seem,
Percy Jackson, except it's
they do
genies.
seem really hungry. Maybe if we just throw like some food like way away from us, they.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Yes, I have some. Edward rifles and rifles and rifles.
Like some old hard candy.
Abinthy has
Eventually, he
Abinthy
pulls
has
out
an
a
endless supply
Werther's
of
original.
Werther's. Yep. Abinthy
Yep,
gave it to
because Abinthy gave it to me.
you. And he also has an endless spice pouch in his jacket.
Yeah, Abinthy
So you can just
said-
throw cumin at him.
Edward's like, Abinthy loves these. I don't know why. They're sugar free.
Okay,
And
great. Give
he
it to me.
throws them. No, he throws it at them.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
he like kind of holds
I
it
was
up
gonna
and
try and
waves it.
throw
And then
like past them and behind. That way they.
Edward
go
throws
away.
it. Edward throws it in front of them like a human offering food to a stray cat.
You throw it in front of them, and they do not even register it.
I don't think they like
Throw
others.
it into the mouth.
think it's 'cause it's
says
sugar.
Mind Abinthy.
I think it's because it's sugar free.
Abinthy does also carry the like orange cream hard candies.
I just.
Oh, Catherine knows about that.
Absolutely.
Anchor, by the way, these creatures are in Mordenkainen's Tomb of Foes, page 231 to 233.
I don't want.
How far away are the bodies of the angry?
Of the
Are the
hungry.
bodies of the angry?
Yeah.
Oh, the
I'm gonna say a solid 100 yards around a corner.
Dang, that's a
Okay,
wine.
that's 300 feet,
and how
dog.
close are the? And how close are the hungry?
They're getting close. They're probably a good 60
We've
closing
been
out.
talking for 20
Okay.
minutes.
Why don't we
I like-
lead them to the bodies of the hungry
I
or
like
the
that.
angry?
I like that idea actually.
Why don't we just lead them to the bodies of the angry? Those boys were plush and fresh and plump. I'm sure they'd get plenty of munches off of those bods.
Okay.
Just throw Abinthy in a bush. Run the other way.
Just like,
All right. Kilmore, just stay here.
In the
for-
dead bush, that's just a bunch of twigs.
Yeah,
so
it just pokes me.
just the
like,
body
ah.
laying in the bush, not hidden at all.
I feel like we need to take Abinthy with us.
No.
We're leaving his.
Kilmore,
I mean,
Kilmore, stay
okay.
right here.
You
with
got this,
Kilmore.
guys.
I'm staying here.
Don't leave him alone with
Edward
me.
and I are gonna go get those guys' attention. and
We're
lead
gonna
them towards
leave the
angry.
NPC to protect our PC's
Well,
body.
okay. I don't want to take Abinthy's body away from this thing in case that affects how well he can come back.
This is a bad idea.
All of
This
it's
is
a bad idea. That's kind of
This
the
is
whole
a bad
point.
idea. Yeah. Can we climb this Collister?
What did you just call it?
This is all horrible.
Could we
A
climb it?
Collister? What the freak is a Collister?
It's a column pillar, clearly.
I'm a modern Shakespeare.
No, you're not.
Could we
Hold on,
climb
I
it
put that in
though?
out of context.
Are there
There-
are there stairs?
There's not stairs. There is enough texture to the building that you could like rock climb up it.
Maybe they're
But
getting closer,
You guys are
Cather.
not necessarily proficient in rock climbing.
I
as
want to
skill
take
set.
Abinthy's body away from the hungry people. Is what I want to do.
I see you just eat the
Personally.
body at the hungry. I see what happens.
Yeah,
I can
just
take
like
it.
Oh my! I'm actually.
what? Okay, let's just post up. Let's just fight these guys.
Sure,
or,
fine, whatever.
Or we could leave Kiyomura with Abinthy and go guide them to the hungry bodies or angry bodies.
That's yes. I want to do one of those two things.
Okay. Kiyomura just starts dragging Abinthy's body around the corner, like around the side of the building
Yeah,
to kind of
yeah,
get out
yeah,
of
yeah.
sight.
And then
Come here,
and then yeah.
come here, hungry people.
Edward
Come here,
and
hungry
Catherine will start
fishmen.
to make their way towards the angry dead bodies and like kind of like wave their arms.
Okay.
Hello, we have food for you. Yes, we have num nums for your tum tums.
You begin waving your arms and calling out to these creatures that are like kind of curious about you. And with their 50 feet of movement, they dash at you.
Okay, great.
I am used to this.
Quick.
We're running.
You
Don't
guys are like,
you remember
hey,
crack?
oh no! As you guys are taking off, sprinting down this.
I'm just saying.
this
I
hall.
told everyone that we should take the bodies of the angry with us, and they were like, "Oh, that's weird."
Wait,
Aaron.
you
How
said
funny."
that? Oh,
You
well, actually,
said that?
Yeah, everyone laughed.
Why
as a
would you
joke.
say? Why
sorry.
would you think that?
As a joke.
I had to take my
and then the
headphones
people
off.
like, "Nah."
I apologize.
But it was real.
Okay,
Anyway,
I don't
Always
even
carry
want to
your
know.
dead with you.
I don't even want to know what their swimming speed is.
Edward.
Also-
aren't you glad that Tarak taught you how to run?
Yes, but I'm just thinking about how these creatures probably have a natural swimming speed.
Why is that relevant?
Because for some reason that comes up a lot. Because somebody
12
wants to
seconds
do
later,
something
the
with
creatures
it.
catch up to you.
What? We have if we
Yeah, you can run
guys
at
are running-
60, and they
we
can
have a
run
running
at
speed of
100.
60 if we run and dash.
And if they run and dash, they have a running speed of 100.
It does make sense. Edward
Oh.
casts a spell. Edward casts a spell.
I thought you were saying if they use their movement
Hit him
and
with
dash,
it.
that
Hit him
it's
with
a
it. Have
50.
him fail. Have him fail.
They are
Brandon.
running. They are
Okay.
running. They are running, right? Can I cast this before they catch up to us, please?
Yeah, sure,
I
absolutely.
mean, it's
Okay.
got a long range, dog.
Edward turns around and goes, I was going to use this line when we were in the dark hallway because I thought we were going to run into someone, but I'm just going to use it now even though it doesn't make sense. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. And he does freaking plant growth behind us. Just
okay.
There you
Now-
go.
Fair warning, I think plant growth might only affect plants that are already grown.
I think that's the case.
Oh, then I don't cast it if it doesn't
Just
work.
use hypnotic pattern.
Yeah, but that's a little less. I mean, I wanted to try to, spice it up a little bit, but I mean,
If it ain't broke.
that's fair. Don't shake
This
it off.
spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area.
Okay, well,
All right.
there are bushes there that
The
just need
bushes-
some
The
vitality.
bushes grow leaves.
Those are some vital bushes, bro.
I mean, there's no grass or ferns or anything helpful.
If everything's dead, I would think that
Doesn't
if you
say
shove
that they have to be living plants.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Dead
Do it,
plant
bro.
growth. I plant growth the schnards out of this dead floor. You dig me, DM?
And what are you trying? You're just making difficult terrain?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
he
Behind
does
me.
the one where you cast it for 24 hours to make sure that the plants grow better in the future.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So basically, yeah, they
Hey,
have they are quarter speed movement now.
Quarter speed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
they
it's-
oh, yeah,
spend 4
because
feet
it's
of
5
movement
feet
for
of
every 1
movement
foot.
Or yeah, 4 feet movement.
4
for
feet of movement for every 1 foot. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
foot.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You erupt an oasis behind you. Plants
From the
everywhere,
dead-
vines, bushes, flowers, everything. And these wicked fast hungry just tumble and fall face first down as they trip over these plants. And just they kind of like keep crawling towards you guys with their gaping maws and their anorexic bodies not really being able to do anything, and just suck at moving now as they move at a quarter of their speed, enough to the point where you guys are like, you just kind of stop for a second and like wait for them to catch up a little bit, and you like walk 15 feet.
Oh, Edward, no, Edward has a dramatic scene. He is kneeling there, hand on the ground. Behind him, a desolate wasteland. In front of him, an oasis. And he just says, his hair fallen over his eyes, I am Edward N. Fellows. I turn graves into gardens. I'm like a god, Cather. We better keep moving.
I was wondering if that's where you're going with that.
Cather smites him for...
Yeah, Catholic kills them.
Yeah, Cather kills Edward for blasphemy.
Yeah, he's like, that's illegal in my church.
Yeah.
We better keep
Cather's like,
moving.
yeah, we should keep moving because they're gonna catch up eventually.
We start
You guys
running
continue
again.
to run, making your way over to the bodies of the angry.
Yep.
You are able to just
The
get
angry bodies.
to the bodies of the angry.
Taunt on it. Climb inside.
When
Ooh, why would I want that?
you round the corner and arrive at the body of the angry,
Yeah.
and just as the hungry are about to catch up as they round the corner, having escaped this zone and quickly made their way to catching up to you,
Yeah.
we're gonna pop back over to Aventhy.
Oh, okay.
Is that the Christmas song?
No.
Sleigh Ride? Dun, 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 dun,
that's
dun,
not.
dun, 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 dun. Rewind. He did it.
No, it was the chicken song.
Yeah.
You know.
You float up and over until you eventually kind of somehow innately know where this specific cubby is.
I've counted each one.
You come down the line, you're like section G, number 48. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth until you to 40, 45, 46, 47, 48 is empty.
Bruh. Bruh, he has it. He knows.
A knock.
It's not like a thing to open. It's an open mail hole. There's a grid of these things, so it's just a thing.
Librarian?
One of the librarians kind of floats up.
The soul in section G, number 48. Where is it? Should be here.
A little scroll appears in his hands. Glasses appear in this one. He puts on some glasses, opens the scroll. Row 741, subsection G, cubby number 48.
I slowly move around to his back so I can just read it myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Soul has been chosen for experimentation. Grabbed at indescribable time, since we're in the in-between and time doesn't exist here. By librarian number 6.
Every single ledger says that.
Which would be that one down there.
I say, thank you very much, librarian number. I look at the name tag.
It's just 8.
Yes, thank you, librarian number 8. Question: have there ever been any? Are there any rules about acts of violence in the library? I assume that acts of violence don't really happen since souls and everything.
I will say, in my entire time here, you are the first thing that isn't a librarian that I've seen floating around.
Sweet. So there's nothing against it. I float to librarian number 6. I tap him. Hey, buddy. Hey, friendo. Hey, pal.
Yes.
Yeah, old man. Looking for a soul that I think that you might have had.
You're in the right place.
Yep.
What can I help you with?
By Talanashta? It's up there.
Talanashta.
Section G, number 48.
That's not a thing from my past life, is it?
No. There's a section for experimentation.
Experimentation.
Yep.
Yeah. I dropped my bag off. And send me
Don't think real hard about it.
in that direction. In the cubby.
It is there now?
I haven't grabbed it since then.
Okay, sounds good. Are you going to stay around this location just for future reference?
It's my name. St. Rose 40573. All day, I must say,
sounds
kept
good, old man.
quite orderly.
Sounds good. Hopefully I won't have to see you later.
Bro, someone needs to get there.
Now.
After I float away, I whisper under my breath, I'm like, I wouldn't say that I'm fond of beating up old people, but I'm certainly not against it.
Bro, someone needs to get their grandpa. This guy does not know what's going on.
So I head towards the section that was pointed out.
Vaguely gestured towards. You see that there are larger cubbies down towards the bottom where they have
The big
baskets
souls.
of these kind of ship-like jars. There's about 6 baskets down there, all full of jars.
I will call over another librarian.
Okay.
Librarian.
This is librarian number 6.
I'm looking for a soul that was placed here for experimentation.
These would be the souls.
Yeah, would you be able to tell me which one specifically, which soul is in which jar? Or
They're gonna be designated by section. Which row were they in?
140, what? 241? 241.
741.
741, close enough. It was a 41. I remember that much.
There was a
And
41.
a 2 and a 7 are basically the same number. Just written with the
741. That should be
Yeah,
this basket
741.
here.
This basket here, and then the
Yeah.
G48 specific.
That won't be. That is just going to be in the pile.
Okay, it's going to be in the pile. All right. Great. By the way, I was told that there are no rules against violence. Fair warning. I'm just gonna start. I'm literally just gonna start. Jug, 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 jug. looking through each one. Just. And if some of them get broken, what are they going to do? Fight me?
Well, they don't. There's no gravity here. You chuck these bottles and they just float.
Oh, perfect.
They just forever keep going.
Yeah. So I throw them up. I was looking as I go. I'm like, okay, how are we going? How are we going? Good at all?
You begin flipping through these floating jars. And eventually, after going through probably about 50 or so of them, you like grab one, you're like, huh, wait, check the tag.
There were tags on them.
Yeah, there's tags on all of them. And so you've been like kind of vaguely reading them, and it's like that one doesn't start with a T, that one doesn't start with a T, that one doesn't start with a T. This one starts with a T, and it spells out Talanoshta.
Great. I think to myself, is it easier to get her out in a jar than it would be as a whole soul?
You have literally no data to make that calculation.
I should probably just free her to... You know, why not? I'm gonna uncork the jar.
Yeah. As this
Like Danny
soul escapes,
It is
And-
I, the box ghost.
the soul of Talanoshta floats out of this jar, looking exactly like the last day that you saw her. Not necessarily the last state that you saw her, but the
Yeah.
prime condition of her, the last day that you saw her. She's young, she's beautiful, she's, even though it's just a soul, she has like rosy-esque cheeks to her grayish skin.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're all kind of more of a hue of green than anything right now.
Yeah.
But you can tell that like young, healthy, definitely not a bloodied, battered corpse that was mutilated by wizard.
That's good.
On the
That's
side.
good. We like that.
She kind of comes to.
Talon.
What? Let's go.
Talon, wake up. We gotta get out of here.
What?
Talon, we've got to skedaddle.
Okay, let me just grab my bag.
You don't have a bag.
Rolls over and realizes that she's just floating. Whoa. Where are we? What's going on?
There's no time for questions. We have to break out.
Okay, breaking out. How do we do that?
I don't know. We're flying by the seat of our pants as always.
Okay.
I got in here really easily. I'm sure it can't be that difficult.
So what are we breaking out of?
It's a place called the Solarium.
Where's
a plane
my
called
butt?
the In Between. I said no time for
No
questions.
questions. Okay. So this is just my soul?
Just your soul. Just my soul. Just your soul.
Okay.
No magic. Sheer willpower. Full drive.
Okay. Here, let me just figure out. And she like starts figuring out how to like move and
Yeah.
does like
Well, she's figuring
and
out
gets
that.
orientated.
I will say, I do have a question that I need to ask this librarian. I'll float to the librarian. I'll say, hey, librarian.
Yes.
I have a couple of questions.
All right.
I heard that these were for experimentation. What does that mean?
These are the ones that are turned into the Sorrowsworn.
Okay, good to know. Question, if I wanted to leave this place, is there like a door?
No.
Okay.
You will leave this place when you leave for experimentation or when Valish Shatteran.
Is there an experimentation hatch?
No, the souls are summoned. You leave this place when you are summoned.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. Good to know. Well, this
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes. Do you know if it's possible to feel physical pain in here?
I have never felt pain here.
Okay, well, hopefully we won't have to find out. I just float away slowly.
Into a different space in the void.
Yeah, I just float back towards Talanochna. Have you figured out how to fly?
She's like doing backflips, like,
I see you
This
have
is-
not changed at all.
I know that this is like kind of a bad situation, but like this whole no gravity flying around thing by the will of my soul thing, this is pretty bad.
Yes,
Not gonna lie.
it's very freeing. Okay, so I've gathered some information. 1, there's no exits. 2, there's
Okay.
no exits.
All
3,
right.
it's
Don't say this-
unknown as to whether or not we can feel physical pain.
She like slaps you, and her hand just goes right through you.
Ah, wait. No, never mind. Do that again. One more time. Okay, I don't feel a thing. Perhaps that's just my
Yeah, I'm
deadened
just going right
nerves.
through you.
It's hard to know.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that hurt.
I was kind of hoping it would too, honestly. It would be a nice change of pace. All right, maybe we can just will our way out. I'm gonna try to grab hold of her in some way.
you guys interlay. You guys just stick your hands in each other's hands.
Yep, perfect. I'm gonna think as hard as I can.
Okay, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, I'm so okay at that.
I'll say with advantage because you have Talanosh to helping you.
Here we go. Okay, all right.
Natural 20.
Okay, 12 wisdom. That's not bad. I'm going to use my reaction to give myself an additional +4.
Nice.
Additionally, with that reaction, I will shoot out and deal 8 force damage to any librarian within range.
Okay. No, it
I don't
doesn't.
know if it matters.
It
Force
doesn't do
damage
anything.
does hurt ghosts.
They're not ghosts. They're literally just souls.
That's pretty much
different.
the
It's
same
not-
thing in my mind.
It's not the same thing, unfortunately. And so
It's closer.
it's like there's a gentle priest. You watch as all of the ghosts around you just kind of go, hmm.
Yeah, take that. That'll still be a 25
Okay.
on the wisdom save.
You think real hard. Talanoshta can literally like see your like semi-translucent skull and your brain like flexing beneath it.
I'm bleeding somehow.
Unfortunately,
Question.
nothing happened.
Does
Yes.
he get a bonus from Kiyomura standing next to him? Okay.
Does he get flanking on the will
No,
check?
as far as that body is concerned,
Yeah.
it's just it's literally just a at this
corpse.
point slightly rotting corpse. Like he's gonna have to change his pants because it's literally just a dead body.
Ooh.
All right,
So you're saying
here's-
he pooped his
Joke's
pants.
on you. Abinthy is always wearing a diaper at all points in time.
What?
You never know. He does a lot of weird things happen around Abinthy. Magic spells go wrong. It's a precaution. Learned it years ago.
Plus, sometimes you just don't want to go all the way to the bathroom.
Look, he's on the run 24/7, bro.
There's a reason why.
All right,
Never.
I have another question.
Okay.
I do have a spell
Okay.
that would normally, when I died, send my soul to a specific location, aka the clone spell.
Mm-hmm.
So while the spell is not complete, it would theoretically still be linked to my soul.
Mm-hmm.
So in the past, I've been able to manipulate mana to speed up the rate that is done,
Mm-hmm.
while not being in contact with said spell.
Okay.
Would I be able to use the mana that is in the pool that is connected to me to accelerate the spell to the point that it's complete, and would then draw my soul out of here, bringing Talanoshta with me?
Okay. We're gonna have to roll a few checks. Okay.
I am so good at that.
I'm excited.
So, first of all, we're just gonna see if you have access to your mana pool.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to roll.
Can it be something I'm good at?
Not
Oh, the
Arcana
DM
check.
screen. The DM screen has been brought out.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all the things.
For the podcast listeners, Aaron is rubbing his dice with both of his paws, looking over the top of his glasses. He just spun his hat around. This is getting serious.
Let's do nature.
Nature?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of a freak are you?
Hey, Aaron,
One who doesn't want you to roll an Arcana check for like the next 6 rolls.
Aaron, go ahead and roll real high.
Drew is using his power.
Actually, here's what we'll do. We'll do a Wisdom Arcana check. How about that?
That's worse.
I know.
That's like just drastically worse.
How is that drastically worse?
Because his Arcana...
Nature is normally intelligence.
Yeah, and nature's an intelligence check.
But Wisdom Arcana should be more than a nature.
Oh wait, no, it is Wisdom Arcana. Okay, Wisdom Arcana. That's fine.
Yeah, Wisdom Arcana, not Wisdom Nature. Wisdom Arcana.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's still like a plus 12.
I was gonna say, how is Wisdom Arcana worse than just a normal nature
I'm not
check?
saying anything.
27.
Ooh.
27 is pretty good, DM.
That is pretty good, DM.
It's pretty good.
I do like the begging, the pleading.
That's
Hey,
three away
pretty
from
good.
impossible, dog.
Okay. You feel around. You're feeling for anything.
With the innate form of magic within the world.
And mana is kind of hard to not be connected to once you know that it's there. So, you do realize that you do still have your connection to your mana pool. Now, the next part of this. So you have your connection to the mana pool. So now you're trying to use the mana pool to accelerate the spell to the point of completion so that then your soul is then drawn to it since you're technically dead.
Yeah. Taking Talanashta with me as I go.
How are you gonna take Talanashta with you?
Magic.
Hold on to her.
Through mana.
I will hold her soul within my heart.
This is how Talanashta and Abinthy just get fused together.
They switch bodies.
Yeah.
Freaky Friday situation.
I would willingly send her instead of myself.
Into Abinthy's body.
That's what I'm gonna say. You do think that this could be possible, but it can only send one soul.
Okay.
You're still not far enough along in the creation of your clone that you couldn't link someone else's soul to it.
Great.
But you have to make that decision now.
That's obviously the decision that I make. Question, can I make it so it isn't my body that's growing in the tank? Because that's kind of weirder than anything else.
I mean, I would argue if it's not far enough along that you could link somebody else's soul, then arguably you could. It's not far enough along that you couldn't manipulate the body itself.
I imagine it like, you know how in like a video game when you're like hatching like an animal from an egg or something, right? It like doesn't change until the moment it hits 15 minutes or like 2,000 steps, and then the moment it hits 2,000 steps, it's immediately a different form. That's what I want.
We're evolving Pokemon here.
Yeah, it isn't slowly growing. It's like
it's just a
embryo,
mannequin. It's just a
full
mannequin
person.
until 15 minutes before
Definitely
it's done.
not how I pictured the spell.
No, not at all.
Since it specifically says like you have to take 6 months to have a body grown.
Yeah.
But I will say that you're able to get a sure. Why not? You can grow toddlers.
Retcon. This has been the plan the whole time.
I don't.
Now here's a
I
question.
don't want to deal with having
brilliant.
Is Abinthy's now? See, here's a question. If we tried to revivify Abinthy, would that be enough of a pull to bring Abinthy back to his original body?
I was wondering the same thing. I don't have Revivify.
I do.
Do you? I was thinking the same thing, actually.
We'll just have to wait and see, and you may never know.
To start this, we gotta figure out if you can succeed on the Maniple thing. I'll let you know. You gotta have a pretty decent roll above 30.
Above 30.
Hear me out. The
Above
body.
30?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I can hit above a 30.
With an Arcana check.
My max is no, I can.
Yeah.
It's not a high chance.
I know it's not high above 30, but
You got this, Aaron.
you have to roll. I'm gonna have you roll Arcana, because what you're doing is you're using your non-native form of magic in a place where technically you shouldn't be able to cast magic to expedite a spell by like 4 months.
Well, it's like, well, see,
And modify it at the same time, so that's creating a separate body for you then to connect somebody else's soul to that technically you have no real say over.
to be
kind of a
fair, DM,
decent-
fair.
it actually only takes like 2.5 months to grow a body for
Whatever.
clone.
Hear me out. This
So-
body is just a blank, and then it just takes the form of whatever soul.
Of the soul that
And-
enters it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
actually,
That-
I
see,
do
that makes
kind of
sense
like
in my
that.
brain.
So it
Anyway.
will be the same age. So it's just aging the body the time you want. And then the moment your soul is, it gains your
I'm
appearance.
so excited for Talanashta in her 50s to show up.
No. I set the age at 27.
Oh,
Because if I have the
true,
chance
you
to
did.
avert my age,
Yeah.
I will do so.
That's true. You did do that.
You
All
could
right.
live forever.
I will have you roll your Arcana check, friend.
It would be so underwhelming if
Hey,
I rolled
Aaron.
like a 2 or something.
I
Roll,
will have you have advantage
real high,
Ooh, I have
buddy.
advantage?
I'm not
Because
even
I-
gonna.
because you're
I'm not even gonna say
Because
anything.
you're
Thanks.
cute. Yeah.
Thanks,
Roll real
DM.
high, Aaron.
Well, that one's not going to do it.
It's okay. This one's going to be a natural 20.
There it is.
I'm not saying anything on purpose.
Good job.
All right, track die.
Yeah,
Carry
track
me home,
guy
baby.
coming in
Carry me
clutch
home,
here.
Blood Orc.
Blood dice.
That's a 31. That was Aaron's bad addition. I'm like, that's a 16. Is that good enough?
Wait, 16
He
to
rolled
a
a 60 on that.
31?
Yeah.
I have a plus 15 to Arcana.
16 is good enough. Yeah, you need.
This is how do you break the game every episode?
Actually, that's crazy because that's the lowest you could have possibly rolled and succeeded, because you had to be above 30.
How do you
Nice.
break every
Nice, Aaron.
episode? How do you do it?
This is Abathy's pure willpower
because in
manifesting.
In every other, if I'm not breaking the game, I'm rolling a 2.
DM,
That's
is
my
this-
sacrifice.
Is this how Abathy becomes takes a level into Paladin because he's
This
just
is how Abinthy
by-
dies.
by pure willpower?
I play Talanashta for the rest of the campaign.
Honestly, it could be a
Just
case.
introduce another character.
Give her my stuff.
Avanthy, you rack your brain, and you remember that you have access to your mana pool, or at least you think you do, and you reach out and find that mana pool.
There it is. Center yourself, Abinthy.
You then will have to use everything that you have in there. All of it. Everything that Miriam just gave you. That fully charged crystal. All of it. Plus everything that you had worked up. But you expedite the process. You finish the clone spell. And you link Talanashta's soul to the body. And this is back in the keep, correct?
It's actually in a demi plane. I moved it to my own special demi plane of safety
You're like,
that
no.
has like
Nobody
it
else is-
has like a spare robe, part of a spare spell book
Okay.
that I was working on in my spare time, some random magic items that I just happened to have laying around that I was like, I might need
Is
these.
there a
And
spare
proof
sending
against
stone there?
detection And Warden.
No, we got those more recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you finish it off. And you watch, Talanasha has been watching you this whole time, knowing not to interrupt you as you're concentrating.
Yes. I see it now.
You finish up. What did you just do? Are we gonna get out?
Yeah, I'll be right behind you.
Okay. You then watch as her soul kind of gets tugged away. I'm not doing this. Is this with you?
Yes, don't worry about it. This is my spell. I'll be right behind you. It'll be in a blank room. If you know magic, hopefully you can read my spell book. Plane shift is in there. That's how you're going to get out.
Okay. I'll see you in a second then.
Yes, see it. I'll be right behind you.
And she disappears.
All right, Abinthy. Let's wreak some havoc. And I'm just gonna go down and I'm gonna attempt to be slamming glass bottles together to try to break them.
the bottles all like go through each other. But to be fair, this is a very well organized system.
Yeah.
If
Oh
Shane
man,
someone were to
I'm just throwing boxes out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, don't worry, libraries. I'll put it back.
You're grabbing whole boxes and just like throwing them into the air.
I like go up to one and like I look into their bag and I'm like, oh wow, that's a lot of scrolls that you got. That would be a shame if they would just put in random bags.
You're like you're walking around book checking. You're book checking librarians carrying stacks of jars.
I own this library.
Within a
tripping
few
the
minutes,
ghosts.
there are thousands of these glass bottles full of souls just scattered in the void, floating about, completely disorganized. Hopping back That's messed up.
What's up?
Hopping back over to Edward and Cather. You guys,
Run!
You're sprinting. These creatures are charging like wild animals at you, hungering for your flesh.
Ooh.
Or at least you think it's your flesh. You round the corner, you see the bodies of the angry, you're like, yes, yes. You sprint past them and like chuck the bodies of the angry kind of towards the hungry as you're like running away. And the hungry don't even like register that they're there.
It's because they're hungry for souls. Obviously.
They are hungry for your very life force, for living.
So Abinthy was totally fine.
Yeah, literally, Abinthy was the safest.
That's why I was like, just chuck his body out there. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, we didn't know that.
So
I know,
you got
it was great.
any-
It was a little
you got-
joke with myself. You know, it was just a little funny pun for myself.
Ooh.
You guys are sprinting.
Ooh.
You're running.
Ooh.
What would you guys like to do?
Well,
should we roll
if,
initiative? Is
if
this
they
like a
if
thing?
if they start to like not care about us,
No, they're
or
hunting you
like they
down.
don't care about the dead bodies and they're still chasing us,
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out one of my potions of speed
Okay. One of your haste potions.
and I'm going to turn to Edward and I'm going to hold it up, and kind of say, probably a good idea for you to grab this too. I'm just going to down it real quick.
Kiyomora's just left behind.
Well, Kiyomura was with your body.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I forgot that you guys split up. I kind of just assumed everyone was running together.
So, did you hand a potion to Edward as
Edward
well?
has one.
Good Minecraft effect.
Nice.
Thank you.
You guys down these potions, and your vision narrows.
Yep.
Ever so slightly.
Whoa, Cather, what was in
As
that
all of a sudden,
bottle?
You guys are running almost in slow mo.
Whoa,
Actually,
Cather.
everyone else is in slow mo around us.
Yes, well, yeah, you're running through.
I could save time in a bottle.
That doubles your speed, right?
First thing
Yeah, so we
that
get the
I'd like
effects
to
of the
do
haste spell. So one of those things does include
to save
doubling our
every
speed.
day.
Yeah. So now you guys are
I've got the zoomies.
You guys are like you're slowly widening the gap between you and these creatures.
I've
You
never felt so
zip
alive,
around the
Cather.
whole castle, come around, and you're like, Kiyomura's in slow motion, so you like zip around, and Kiyomura's, are they still chasing you? As you guys like ravenously are like sprinting around the corner, like
Hey, Kiyomura, you
coming
better
out
get
from
out of
under
here.
you as you slip and slide a little bit before regaining and sprint towards him. He's like, whoa, you guys are moving really fast.
In
You
slow
guys-
motion, we see the hungry just round the corner like a pack of dogs
So, okay.
Yeah.
or horses on the racetrack
So-
as
so
Kiyomura
DM.
is left helpless in the middle of the road like a deer
Okay,
with
so
an
DM.
approaching semi
Grant, stop
truck.
talking. Okay, so DM, I'm
Yeah.
going as soon as I round the corner and I'm moving back towards where Kiyomura and Amity are.
Yeah.
I pull out a diamond
Okay.
worth 500 gold,
Uh-huh.
and I immediately like slide on my knees, press the diamond into Amithy's chest, and cast Revivify.
Yeah. Soccer slide into
Dang.
Abinthy being the goal. Slam the thing in his chest. This is the first time that Abinthy has technically died, correct?
Yes, I have never died before.
Perfect. Awesome. So you don't
Lucky.
have to do anything special for it. There's no special sacrifice you have to make, or a bargain that you have to make. So, it is a very simple spell. You slam the diamond into the chest, and you cast Revivify. Abinthy.
Yeah.
Actually, Drew,
Uh-huh.
I need you to roll
Uh-huh.
a charisma arcana check.
A charisma arcana, huh?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Being able to see him, would Edward have an idea that he's about to do some fancy spell stuff
Yeah.
and potentially have a bardic inspiration that he could
I
spend on
was
it?
wondering the same thing.
Absolutely.
Thank God.
I thought about saying something, but since he since he was doing it, I didn't know if it would be too retconny. But I would love to be like,
Absolutely.
no, I'll sing Abinthy's favorite song.
Push it. Push it real good. You
Yeah.
made me cry.
It's not
Come
the
on,
song
give me a kiss. Better make it fast. That is
Yeah.
unironically in my top 3 favorite songs. Push It by Salt and
See,
Pepper.
Edward previously thought it was My Humps by Black Eyed Peas, but
Oh,
he was,
that's number
DM,
2.
was wrong.
That would be a 20.
Point. Okay. Abinthy,
Yes.
you have to beat a 20 with your arcana check.
I'm out here attempting to kick them in the shins when I hear it's
the
not
place
working.
is like
makes
somehow
me
on
feel
fire.
Yeah. With mental flames. This is not a hard check.
No, not a hard check. Before you do that, just the other thing that you could do is you could have been uncorking all those bottles as you were going.
Oh, you think that I haven't been?
Great. So there are
I've
just
been opening every bottle.
thousands of
Anything that
souls.
has a lid opened.
there are just thousands of souls like slowly coming to about the fact that they're just in a jar, basically.
I also found the break room and I did microwave fish.
Nice.
Like, I was like, haha, oh, this is Jordan's lunch? Hey, Jordan, suck on this. I just threw it in the microwave and put it in, and then I locked the door.
No.
Jordan's going to be so upset. His mom
DM.
packed that.
DM, would it? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Before Aaron rolls, would it be
Uh-huh.
unreasonable?
Uh-huh.
For,
I got
for
some
me-
fancy new liquid core dye.
Would it be
So it's all
unreasonable for me
sparkly
to
and stuff on the
use
inside?
another charge from my sword
To stab me in the chest.
to increase my roll?
If you because you're it was just going to depend on where you were at. Above
so,
a 20.
I rolled a 10 on die. So
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So you got a 20, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if it was 20 and below, he had to roll above what you got. If it was above 20, he had to roll below what you got, because either way was going to be better for him. Okay. So the higher up you go, you're going to make it more difficult for him if you get something higher than this.
If I get something higher than a 20. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because if you add your 3 that you would from a thing of your thing, he now has to get a below a 23, which when you have a plus 15 is really hard.
I
Yeah.
see. I understand. So I got like the exact thing that I could to be the
Yeah,
most
you
helpful.
probably
No,
rolled
I mean,
about...
if you had rolled like the lower you rolled, the better it would have been, honestly, because if he was 20 and below, he had to roll above that. And when you have a plus 15, if the DC was 15, he would have automatically
So
succeeded.
you rolled the worst, best possible number.
Exactly.
Okay. I understand.
Here we go.
I
Literally,
wasn't
there's
sure
so
if it was
few
like
numbers that can
combined.
screw me on this
Like
one.
if it was combined.
We're
roll kind of
good.
thing.
We got a 30.
Nice. Exactly. Absolutely.
I apologize, DM. I thought maybe it was like a combined roll of the two of us working together.
No,
Together we would have to reach like a 40 or something.
No. That would be a good way to do it too. That's a good idea. I'll keep that in mind. Abby.
Yeah.
You go, huh? And then,
Yeah.
and you are
as,
sucked back into your body.
as I'm fading out, I flip him the bird, and then I just say, "Yeah, see you later, Janet." And then I just teleport away.
Janet, the one librarian, has been like pleading with you to stop as you're ruining her life's work. She's like, no, but she can't touch you. Her hands just like go through you or anything like that. So she's just been following you around. She just is
By
like,
the way, your wife is cheating on you, and then I disappear.
She can't even cry, poor thing.
Abinthy, you come to knock out Cather.
Yeah, I immediately swing a feeble punch at him, but it's like a wizard punch.
I just grab his fist.
I'm like,
I love that idea of like pumping
Abinthy,
life
are you
into
okay?
Abinthy and then him immediately swinging.
Abinthy, are you okay?
yes, I'm fantastic.
Abinthy, what you hear is, Abinthy, are you good?
I would like to.
Haste, though.
Being used to being in the haste spell, I understand it flawlessly.
I do want
And
to
I go-
say. Go for it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I just
look
want to say
over-
before we get too far along, because it's like a predecessor, I don't want to retcon. I want Edward to be posted up between them and the creatures, so when they get close enough, he can cast Thunder Wave. And not get Abinthy and Cather into it. I'm
push
just
them
saying that now.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's some great
Continue.
foresight.
I look at Cather and say, things are great. Probably got to skip a few steps. Tolanashta might just be full on alive right now.
That's fantastic.
Yes, but I'm caught between a rock and hard place. One, would love to talk with Tolanashta. Two, kind of want to absolutely beat the living daylights out of this guy.
Okay, well, I'm not opposed to still fighting the Soul Stealer. Like, again, I have personal beef with him since he has beef against the gods of death.
Yeah,
So
We
I'm
could
totally,
leave.
I'm totally fine with still fighting him. But if the others don't, that could be another.
That's a
oh, look at those two.
fighting is obviously what we came here to do, but we also do have other things that we were planning on doing that are also important to the plot.
Didn't we? I've forgotten.
I
So,
will
like,
fight
plot
if we
don't
must.
have
must.
to do that.
All right,
That
I don't want
might
to
be-
find him, so let's just give it this one shot, and if he shows up, then we fight. If not, we call it good.
Good idea. He could take our souls.
Fight me! And I just scream it into the sky.
Oh, it's such a bad idea.
Roll a persuasion
Such a
check.
bad idea.
Shut her on! I summon you!
Roll a persuasion check.
Chill out, bro.
Aaron, I love you so much.
Oh my
7.
god.
What was that?
Oh, hold on. It's a persuasion check with disadvantage. Well, one of them was a crit. The other one's a 7.
You
Does he? Wait. Does he have advantage because Catherine's there cheering him on?
no.
No, okay.
No. You bellow into the night, summoning your bow. You wait. And you wait. Edward, you cast Thunder Wave, knocking those creatures back.
Thank you.
You
I'll
wait.
mark my spell slot.
This counts as a win for Abinthy. He was too scared to fight. That's a victory.
All right. If he doesn't show up and the creatures are still charging towards us, I'm just gonna grab everyone and teleport us away.
Okay. Where is away?
Into the bottom of the pit.
Just the only other place I know, which is Miriam Azima's house.
The throne room in the castle.
You
To Valef shot her on.
The top of the
We
tower.
just teleport to the top of the castle that we could just fight them ourselves. That way we could skip the rest of the dungeon and just still fight them.
You teleport to Miriam Azima's house, and it is empty.
Great.
Does have I shouldn't say it's empty. There's still some of her servants that are around that like usher you into one of the rooms. They offer you refreshments, whole 9 yards, but Miriam Azima is not currently there.
Great. All right. I assume after a few moments, like the effects of our haste spell wears off from our potion, and Edward and
That's
I both
after
like
6 seconds.
are just like, okay, just need a second, just maybe more.
With Brandon?
Okay, right.
Yep.
Apathy. What happened?
Yes. I went in there. Really messed up some librarians' lives. They're going to be devastated for the next probably week.
Okay.
They're doing a very long, impressive, and noble process I sacrificed my own soul to allow Talanosta to travel through the interplanar pipeline that is my soul passageway to a clone that I had prepared in case I had died.
Okay.
In doing so, I willingly decided to stay behind with no hope of rescue other than you two. 3. Sorry, I keep forgetting you're here. Thank you. You did great out there. Good staff work. You know how to work a pole. So yes, that's it.
Okay. Great.
You
good.
managed to break the rules of reality far more than I anticipated.
Edward, I've lived in your house for like going on 4 years now. This is like Thursday.
Actually, I think it's.
I don't want to know what you're doing in my house.
I built it.
That's true. That is true.
Right.
Again, I don't want to know.
Talanosta
Does
is
that mean that
probably
we?
still,
Does that mean that we can leave? Like.
assuming that everything worked and the connection wasn't interrupted and the soul wasn't lost in the eternal ether, which was a definite chance, but a chance I was willing to take. I've lost her once before. I can find her again.
Okay.
All right. Grab on to me. Once more, friends.
Edward puts his hand on Abinthy's lower back, as he usually does.
Well, watch it there, bucko. And then I'm gonna plane shift us to my demi plane.
Edward watches it.
That's
He
good.
is a
We rolled
bucko.
high on die. That's good. We like that. Because it would have been real awkward if I teleported us to a random plane of existence, huh?
Uh-oh, we're in Sigil.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Guys.
teleport us to my demi plane. You know, I could just open a door technically, but
That?
well, I have the spell demi plane. I could have just opened the door to it.
Nah.
That's true.
Nah, that would cost a spell slot.
Yeah, that's 8th level. We don't want to lose that.
You teleport to, or you plane shift to your demi plane.
Yes.
You arrive in the small box that is demi planes.
It's 30 feet in each direction.
It's a small box. It's not a small box, but it's the size of like a classroom, basically.
Yeah.
And you see Talanosta, she is wearing the robe wrapped around herself, so she's clothed, thankfully. She's sitting in a chair that you have in the corner, and she's like trying to read the scribbles of your spell book.
Oh, it's even better. Abinthy doesn't use an actual book.
Oh yeah,
He
it's
just
a
has
tapestry.
a fully woven tapestry with knots and like strange striations in the color and pattern
Yeah.
that are his spells.
If you honestly thought that I could read any of this, you have far more faith in me.
I thought I taught you how to do that.
No, you think that you teach me things, and then you really don't.
I taught you things. I've taught you many things.
Have you paid attention to how you teach things? Have he ever tried to teach you guys things? Also, hi, I'm Talanosta.
Hi.
It's a
Yes.
pleasure
he
to meet
has.
you finally.
I taught Edward things.
Oh, it's like,
Have you ever been in one of his
So many
classes? They're
yes.
it's abhorrent trying to listen to him.
Okay, well, it's like he gives the idea, the vibe of the thing. I
Right.
guess.
Well, first, okay.
Okay. Well,
First
hold on.
class
I think
Horrible
I think
teacher.
we're getting off to a weird,
All
a weird
right,
place.
hold on.
I think some proper introductions is where we should start. Hello, I am Savid, also known as Cather. This is my friend Edward and fellows, and Kiamora.
Hi.
You obviously already know Abinthy.
Yes, I'm Abinthy.
We've been acquainted with Abinthy for a little while now. Some of us longer than some of the rest, but we helped Abinthy in getting you out of where you were trapped, and now we're here.
Yeah, okay, about that. Last thing I remember is being shot up with a lot of arcane energy. Can you kind of explain what happened since then?
Yes, we can get to that. First, I'm going to walk forward, and I have to make did this all work properly. It was kind of a shoddy job, and I literally put my hands on her shoulder, and then I realized that it's living Talanosta. For a moment, I start to cry, but no one sees it because I immediately pull her into a hug and then pass out.
Whoa, what the heck? What
She, like,
the heck?
Just like full
wiggles
like
her way
ragdoll. I have not slept
kinda
in 4
catches you.
days.
Yeah, she kind of
Edward-
catches you and then
Edward
like
will swoop in and help us well.
lays you down. What? What?
He hasn't slept for
He-
4 days. I think.
He does that some days. Why does he do that? That's so
well,
dumb.
I think he was really focused on trying to save your soul.
He also he has bad dreams sometimes. I think I hear him tossing and turning occasionally.
There's just so
Um,
many coffee beans
my
spilled on
soul.
the floor right now.
Is that what I just? What was I dead?
It's kind of like you're an escrow.
Well,
You
so
just
Catherine kind of steps forward, and kind of sits down like in front of her. So we don't know all the details, but Abinthy has shared some with us as to what happened. He mentioned how you were adventuring with him and was attacked and had perished. However, your soul had been taken. Instead of going to where it should have gone, in one of the outer planes with the gods, or I suppose technically it is possible to have gone with the devils, but I highly doubt that based off of what he's talked about you. But instead, your soul was stolen and trapped, and so we just recovered you from where it was trapped. And
Wait. So I was just dead.
technically,
Yeah.
yes,
to be fair, if it makes you feel better, we've both died more than once.
yes, multiple times.
However, Abinthy has been on a mission of sorts to bring you back for some time. I haven't got all the details, but he cared an awfully lot, and this means a lot to him, I think, that you're back. So it's a good thing.
It is not an overstatement to say that he very much loves you and was willing to put his own life on the line to bring you back.
It wouldn't be the first time he's done that. So, how long ago? When was the war between Avernus and Wisteria Vale?
DDM, how long ago was that?
16 years.
It's been
about
16
years.
16 years, if I remember correctly.
16.
Actually, more like 19 because there was a 3-year
Actually-
gap. I forgot about it.
Yeah,
More
'cause-
like 19 because of those 3 years between Athala and this, which I forget about.
It's been 20 years. I've been dead for 20 years.
More or less, yeah.
The magic doesn't work this way. How did you bring me back after 20 years?
Well,
Abinthy went into a horrifying soul cylinder holder,
so
and it's hard to
so-
explain.
so Abinthy, I believe he for some time now has been preparing a second body for himself, a clone, as it were.
Oh my
that's-
gosh. Is this his body? Is this what is this his sick fantasy? Is this what he does? He just makes clones of me.
Well, I think
and
I think he changed it when he met you in where you were trapped. He changed it to be your body, and that's what allowed it to pull you out of where you were trapped.
It's like a husk without a soul. But now that it has a soul, I think it's animated? That would be my guess.
Is that what I'm doing? Am I just animating a dead body? I don't understand.
No,
I mean,
no.
if you
Aren't we
think about
all
it,
just
we're all kind of
animating-
animating
Just a
dead
meat
bodies.
sack.
Don't
Yeah,
listen
we're
to
just
their
a bunch of
very
electrical impulses
cryptic
and
and
a
dark.
bunch of salt.
Don't listen to their very cryptic and dark explanations.
In a way, this is no different than being in a big cylinder.
What if none of this?
Okay.
What if we're all in a game?
Oh my goodness, you guys are the worst.
We were breaking out the Matrix, boys.
What we do know is that you will probably have a better afterlife than you had in the cylinder. Are you tired?
Yeah, I don't know. All of a sudden,
Talanacha passes out.
I
Well,
think
yeah, get some rest, and we can all once you and Abinthy feel
Yeah.
well
no one can
rested,
get
we
out of
can-
here till Abinthy
we
wakes
can
up.
leave
so-
and right.
there are no doors.
progress the plot further.
Cather, I'm getting sleepy too.
Right. Okay.
Here,
well,
Morgan.
Okay.
Ginger goes.
All right. Ginger isn't here.
No!
All right. Well, you guys all get some rest.
Ginger the spy trader is not present.
Yeah. And while everyone goes to bed, Cather is going to kind of sit and meditate in the corner. And he is going, now that he's out of the in-between, he is going to attempt to communicate with the gods of death.
Okay.
If you will allow it, DM.
Go for it. What do you do?
It's a great question.
He's like, I didn't think I'd get this far.
I think I get this far. Just double checking.
Let's start with a religion check. How about that?
I was gonna say, I don't have any specific spells for this.
Yeah.
So yeah. That would be a 16 DM.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it's okay. You think they might be listening? They might be paying attention.
Okay.
Maybe.
It's hard to know.
Could be.
They're gods, you know?
I will okay. I'm not sure if you're able to hear me right now. I know there's a lot going on and I'm in a strange demiplane yet again. Encountered the Soul Stealer, Valash Shataran. Well, actually, we didn't encounter him directly, with just a lot of his minions at his Citadel. Was able to save and right the course of fate for Talanasha. I know it's one thing on top of everything else, but I think it would be wise to keep a closer eye on the Soul Stealer. According to some intel that Abinthy has gathered, he may be more dangerous to fate and death than we thought. And that's it. And he'll just kind of sit there for a little while and just kind of wait for everyone else to wake up.
Sure. Yeah. You sit there.
And probably eventually kind of like fall asleep himself after a little while, but
Yeah. You have that you start to fall asleep. You kind of freak out for a second because you're like, wait, I can't fall asleep. I gotta keep watch. And you're like, I'm literally in a demi-plane that nobody else in the universe can get to.
Yeah.
And as safe as I possibly can be.
Yeah.
I can fall asleep.
Yeah.
Q Soul Stealer.
100%.
That's right.
Yeah.
Your soul is snatched.
It was a dream the whole time.
Eventually, you all wake up. Except for you, Abinthy. You sleep in as long as you possibly can.
It's like 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. After literally 16 hours straight of you sleeping,
Light work.
Talanasha will kind of shake you gently.
The war! I'll wake up, my eyes full on open. I'm reaching around for my sword.
Hey, it's just me.
Am I dead?
No, you're in your demi-plane. You just resurrected me, remember?
It worked.
Yeah.
You're here, you're alive. You're
Thanks
here.
to you.
Right here.
Apparently, I mean, I'm a little older than I was, but thankfully now I'm only like 5 years older than I was, since I'm like, I think like 27. But it's better than being like 45.
27. Yes. And I am 47. Yes.
How are you doing? You seem tired.
I've now slept for time 5 hours, 4 hours.
Long time, Abinthy. Long time.
Like 8 hours.
Like double that.
Reaches out and she just cups your cheek with one of her hands. Your soul seems tired.
I'm just glad to still have one.
As am I. I'm sorry that I left you for all those years.
No. That's my fault.
Maybe. But it's okay. I'm here now. Okay?
Yes.
Don't hold that against yourself.
No. Are we in danger at the moment?
I don't think so. I mean, you've been
That's
asleep
fair.
for like 2 days and nothing's happened so far. It is rather boring in this 30-foot room.
Yes, we're in your demi-plane.
I've gotten really good at chess.
She's very good. Yes, she's extremely good.
I
She's
had
beat
ball
Edward and
and
I
cup
both
in one
several
of the
times.
cabinets.
I really hate killing the mood, but I'm in a bit of danger. I've had to use the restroom for the past like 8 hours, and I haven't had the heart to say something because you looked like a little baby. When
Now
you were
why it
sleeping.
stinks.
I
You just
put a
been letting
bucket
little
in
bits out?
every single. I have a whole thing of spare diapers in one of the cabinets.
I
And where
could
do you
never
put the used diapers?
In the bucket.
in the bucket?
Does the bucket empty?
Why would you ever? It's a demiplane. Where would I put it?
Okay.
I haven't used
We
it
need to
yet.
get
It's
out
not
of here
like
as
I've
soon
been
as
sitting in this
possible.
demiplane for days.
We actually have.
We
been.
get out of the demi-plane.
Yeah. Can we please leave?
Oh, yes. Where would we like to go?
Fate's Gambit's Keep. That's
I
where we'd like to
wanna
go.
go home.
Want to go? Yes. Grab hold, children.
Edward is doing a potty dance.
Grab hold.
as he like casts out of the
Stop
shoulder.
shooting, you'll interrupt my concentration.
I can't help it.
All right.
I really need to go.
No plane shift. Oh, good. We succeed. We're good.
Nice.
We get out of there.
You guys
Teleport back to Gambit's Keep.
arrive at Gambit's Keep to just a light drizzle of rain.
Edward runs into the bathroom and you hear, "Oh
My God.
Oh my goodness.
He's very dramatic, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Finally!
He's always been like this. You'd think after 4 years of near-death experiences, he'd mellow out a little bit.
I mean, I guess PTSD hits us all a little differently. Is there a place
That it does.
do I have a room here?
Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, not a room specifically for you, but we have extra rooms. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
I have
I
guest
would
chambers.
love to change out of this robe.
Yes. Yes. I will lead her to a room, and then I will cast Demiplane to.
No, I don't want to go in another demi-plane. No.
No, the door will just stay there for like an hour. But it is a door.
It's a walk-in
that
closet.
contains, yeah, it's a walk-in closet of clothes specifically tailored to Talanashta. That I like whenever I'm sad, I just sew clothes, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? And I used to just throw them away. Then I was like, that feels like a waste of fabric.
She opens the door. That is, oh wow, that's a lot of clothes. Okay.
Yes. It is many years worth of them.
Is it just organized? I suppose that looks like formal wear.
Yes.
Just need like everyday. Okay, let's go over there.
Uh-huh.
And she puts on just a regular outfit.
I'm just gonna be outside.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like closes the door.
Yep.
This is a lot of clothes. She puts
16
on
years worth of them.
a pair of trousers, some high-lace boots, a simple, like just regular old blouse, regular clothes, maybe a jacket, kind of pirate vibes, I guess. Before coming
eye
out.
patch.
Yeah, an eye
Yeah,
patch.
a fake eye patch.
Wide brim hat with
Big,
a feather.
huge feather. There is a pirate costume.
Absolutely. Hi.
Yes. You look great. 27 looks great on you.
The beautiful thing about being an elf is that I'll probably look this great for the next 500 years.
I was going to say that nothing really changed.
That's true. I can't believe it's been 20 years.
Yeah. Yep. I'm sorry. This I don't want to be weird. Could I? I'm just gonna like move, like into a weird hug.
She pulls you into a tight, real hug.
Can I just have this?
Yeah.
For like,
You can hold on for however long you need. And you can do this as many times as you need.
it could be a lot.
That's okay.
It's been a really long time.
You haven't turned into some dark sorcerer. You're not a lich, are you?
Not yet, but I've been working on it.
Well, let's stop that. How about we don't do that, okay?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh,
No quips. No quips right now. Just silent hug. It's like 10 minutes
yeah. No.
of like not moving.
You guys hold on for like 10 minutes. Every once in a while, she's like,
Nope.
Okay.
I got 16 years worth.
After about the 10 minutes, you guys do pull back finally, and she does like very quickly like wipe a single tear away before.
It's
kind
my
of,
whole face is wet.
Yeah.
It's Abathy's tears that were on her face.
I've been crying through every pore. It's not sweat. It's actually tears.
That's right. That's right.
Oh.
Like you know how Jesus cried blood? I just cry excessively.
Well, sweat blood.
Nope. It's just so much tears.
That
I
sentence
bleed
broke
tears. I
my
don't cry.
brain.
That's. There's so many things that. No. So
I need to put that in out of context quotes too. I don't bleed tears. I don't cry blood. I sweat
blood.
tears.
I sweat excessively is what
I
you
sweat.
said.
I sweat
Wait,
tears.
you cry excessively.
I bleed tears. That's what it is.
yeah.
It's just
You know
tears
how
running through my
Jesus
bloodstream.
Christ cried blood? I just cry excessively. That's what
You guys
you
are
said.
getting that wrong. He didn't cry blood. He sweat
I know
blood.
that. I'm just
close enough.
repeating what happened.
So, is there anything else that you guys would like to do in the rest of the session?
I mean, lots of things.
That we can
Really?
get done within like 20 minutes.
I would like to win the game.
I would like to rescue
Roll a
Cather's
D20.
girlfriend.
Actually,
I would
roll a
like to
D2.
fight the soul stealer.
Can I roll a d20?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Everybody roll a d20 just to see.
I got a 6.
Okay, you lose.
Dang it.
I got a 5.
Yeah.
That's my favorite number.
You also
I
lose.
I got
I
a
win.
natural 20.
You lose.
No.
What? Does that count on the counter?
No.
No.
I don't get
I'm
those
putting it
often,
on
dog.
there. I'm putting it on our counter because he rolled it and it's on the
Nice.
show.
We have rolled 224 nat 20s
It doesn't feel like it.
in our 3-year To be fair,
That's a long time.
that's a long time to roll a relatively small amount of
Yeah.
crits. That means that we've only rolled like between
And like over half of those were probably Hannah.
the 8 of us. Or 7 of us, excuse me. Between the 7 of us that we've had on this show, that's an average of like 20 crits across 3 years.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, Drew.
Okay, so seriously though, there is a thing I would like to do before we end the session.
Absolutely.
So after about like 5-ish minutes of not hearing anything happening upstairs, where the spare bedrooms are, Cather is gonna just kind of walk by just to check in, make sure they're both okay, and he's just gonna quietly. He's
You
just gonna
like
quietly
open the door a little
approach-
bit and they're just hugging silently. You're like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And he'll actually, after I open the door, he'll kind of pause just for a moment.
Kalanashta makes awkward eye contact and then is like,
Wait, right.
Yeah, no. You open the door and Talanash is just like,
Help.
she like pats Abinthy's back a little bit.
And Cather will, he'll give a slight nod and shut the door. Before walking back downstairs and finding Kiyomura and Edward.
Oh, I needed to go so bad. You have no clue, Kiyomura.
I can
It was
tell.
like, it
We're
was
like
like
30 yards from the bathroom and I can smell it.
Oh my goodness! It was like we were in the Falls of Aradora in there.
Hi guys.
Oh, hi,
So sorry to
Cather.
interrupt whatever this conversation is.
Thank you.
Oh, we're just hanging out.
Like, bro.
Like pros.
I have to. I
Doing
think
bro things.
there's a thing that I want to do.
Does it involve stinking up a bathroom? Because if so, then I really don't want to do that.
No.
Okay, it's not that bad.
It's really bad.
But I would like to go back to Moonkari just for a little bit, not very long at all.
Oh, why?
I've never been to Moonkari specifically.
Has Edward
And-
been? No.
And I mean, I don't know exactly how much catching up those two need, but if you'd like, you two could join me for a little bit as I go over there.
I would be honored to join.
It's a tempting offer. I'd be lying if I'd said that I'm not nervous about seeing Tiala. Do you think that's a possibility?
Noah doesn't live in Moonkari.
Yeah, she doesn't
Oh.
live there.
Moonkari
Well,
is a town within Rival Luna.
Whew. All right, we're good.
Rival Luna, yeah.
All right.
DJ, you should totally make it so she just
What's
happens
that?
to be there.
Oh, I
She-
shouldn't
like,
have said
like as a
anything.
delegation.
I shouldn't have said anything.
And she's like, "Oh, Edward,
Cather.
is that a ring?"
Cather.
You're
Cather.
married?
Yes, Edward.
I would love to accompany you to your home.
Okay. DM, do we happen to have a teleportation circle to Moonkari?
No, probably not.
Probably not. I figured
But-
as much. I figured as much.
You happen to have a helm of teleportation.
I do. I do have a helm of teleportation. I'm gonna scribble a little message, like on a piece of paper, and leave it on like the main dining table. And,
Okay.
And just to let Abathy know that if he comes back down, if he and Talanash come back down, like, hey, making quick trip to Moonkari, be back in a little bit. And then I will use one of my charges on my helm of teleportation to teleport in front of my family estate.
I've
Wait.
heard the seafood in Makari is really good, Edward says as they begin teleporting.
You say that and you get cut off in the middle of good. Really good as you guys arrive. Moonkari is a relatively small town. It's more of a farming town than like a bigger city by any means. And so the manor that the Ebinthar family resides in is not huge by any means. I mean, there's a bedroom for everybody and stuff like that, but it's not this massive hulking estate. It's not like the Fellows estate or anything like that. But there is plenty of farmland all around.
Yeah.
And there is kind of a central town as well that has several buildings as well, with the estate being on the outside, kind of the outer rim of the town. You can hear in the distance the crashing of waves. Moonkari is kind of much like Katin, built on the edge of a cliff or near a cliff over the shoreline. You can smell the sea salt in the air. You can feel the grass kind of billow around you with the breeze. There is not a light rain going on anymore, so you guys are just kind of damp from your clothes being slightly wet. But now you're in this really nice clear night sky with a little bit of a breeze going. You can hear lots of people laughing and hanging out. There's plenty of torches lit all around, and you can see that there's lots of hustle and bustle throughout the town as people are hanging out. All these moon elves, all of them looking very similar to Cather, where it's like a lot of tall blue elves with long dark hair. Some of them a little silvery hair, some of them dark, some of them kind of a different shade, but most of them look a lot like Cather. Which is interesting. It's the first time. Well, no, I should say it's not the first time. It's the first time since the war that you've seen this many moon elves all in one place.
And
Because
actually,
the
DJ,
town is entirely owned by Ebenthars.
I'm gonna
every single one of
retcon a
them.
thing. Well, so the Ebenthars are definitely the wealthiest people in this town.
Absolutely.
That
Oh.
is true. But
Wow.
they are considered minor nobles. But anyway, and slight retcon. Actually, I will just teleport them to the front entrance to Munkari because he does want to give us a very small like kind of tour as they walk towards.
This is our only bakery. This
the
is
far
my house.
end
Done.
of the town to the estate.
It's slightly bigger than that. It's a town of probably about 20,000 moon elves.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, but
It's fairly big. To put it in perspective, like Athala is a town of about 1 million people or so.
I didn't realize it was that big.
Not to mention they're elves. So like they've
They live
probably
a
been
long
living in this
Oh,
town
they've
for the
been
past
hanging around.
700 years.
Yeah, exactly.
longer than that. Welcome to Munkari.
Ooh.
It's a fairly humble place as you can see.
It's quaint. It's nice.
Thank you.
I like the grass. It's a different shade of green.
It is. It's well, my so the Ebenthar family are actually the people who helped founded Munkari many years ago.
Wow.
The family has a long line of druids, which has helped lead to this land being very prosperous as farming, and a lot of retired people, many veterans who can't fight anymore, are here. It's more or less kind of our safe haven away from the rest of the world. I'm very
It
blessed
seems
to have-
peaceful.
Yes, I'm very blessed to have been able to live here for some time.
Well, so why all of a sudden do you want to return? It's nice visiting home. Don't get me wrong, but is there...
Your family or?
I need
there
to
a
see my
problem?
family because there's something I feel I must do at this point.
Okay, well let's. I mean, I'm enjoying the tour, but obviously, let's just.
Yeah.
Or we can make our way over to your house.
But yeah, right this way.
I'd love to meet your family, but I also understand. Takaram and I can go
You mean Kiyomura?
paint the town. Yeah.
Takara,
Kiyomura and I could
look at
go. Kiyomura and I could go paint the town for a bit if you wanted to.
Maybe in a moment. I would like you guys to meet my family first, though, if that's all right.
I'd love to. I'm dying to know the great Ebenthar family of Munkari.
I begin to make my way. As we're walking, I'll point out a couple things here and there. Kind of some different things that are low significant.
You know what's really frustrating, Drew?
What?
When you have these major characters in your background and you don't put the names of them, like the names of your parents.
I do have the names.
They're not in there.
What?
No,
Yeah,
I
get
You have
it.
the name of all your siblings.
I do have the names.
That
of all my
means
siblings.
that DJ gets to make them up.
To be fair, I know I wrote down the names of my parents and I put it on that little questionnaire thing that you maybe fill out, like the 50 question thing.
Okay, well, I don't have that, so.
But
Sucks for you.
I have.
So I'll just need the name of your parents. But you guys make your way over to the Ebenthar estate. You go up, you knock on the door. Wait for.
I'd imagine it's this big fancy knocker.
Oh yeah, it's a massive
cool.
knocker.
Is this like a beautiful estate, like a big old house?
Okay. So his I found it. His father is Hadari, and his mother is Navaria.
Okay. You go up, you knock on the estate, the front door, and the door opens to Volna. Oh, hi, welcome,
Hi.
Volna,
Edward.
it's good to see you.
It's great to see. She pulls the two of you guys kind of into a hug at the same time, while Kiyomura just kind of like awkwardly stands back just a little bit. And I think you're Kiyomura, right? Yes. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I know that we've never officially met, but I've heard quite a bit about you and admired from afar. Oh, well, I have heard quite a bit about you, and ditto, I have also admired from afar. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance as well. Kath, what are you guys doing here?
Kind of a spontaneous thing, if I'm being honest.
Spontaneity is good.
Is it all right if we come inside? I don't want to intrude if you guys are
Absolutely.
getting ready for dinner. I know it's about that time.
It's literally your house. Walking. What are you doing? Get inside.
So we enter, and I'm sure.
Wow, it's so nice in here. Says Edward, so many can hear him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So inside the house, it's actually very interesting because the home itself seems to be, and you noticed it of all the buildings, seem to be almost naturally built, almost like the trees were ushered into this shape to form this home. It's almost like living within a tree. And so you see a lot of greenery, like a lot of like just kind of flowers and plants just kind of growing within the walls. Almost like you're living within a canopy.
Oh, nice.
And you do see.
Walk to
Oh, yep. Go ahead. Yeah.
the main living area. Lots of rugs, lots of nice places to sit. And you see Ina sitting in one of the chairs with a book. Oh, welcome in. Welcome home.
Thank you. I turn towards Edward and Kimor. Edward, Kimor, this is my sister, Ina.
It's very nice to meet you.
Edward bows.
She kind of like nods her head.
And then I'm sure is everyone else around as he turns to Volna and Ina.
Mom and Dad are here. Volna's visiting. You know that Ina's the only one that still lives with your parents. Mm-hmm. Not because she can't go off on her own, but just
what
because
a slacker.
But just because it's chill and easy, and a house of 7 people that's filled with 2 is very quiet. And so it's just kind of a nice thing for her and for your parents. Volna comes and visits often, but she travels a lot for her job. And Biero and Sovelis are both soldiers, and so they're gone a lot, or they have their own estates as well.
I bet Ida has a sick gaming setup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely streams.
Yeah, definitely.
Not a doubt in my mind.
Yeah. At this point, your mother and father come into the room. You see these 2 very tall, a little bit older moon elves come in, both very refined, dressed in fine adornments, but not by any means having an air of superiority or importance. Both just like completely joyous that there's people over at their house. Navaria opens her arms. Cather! Oh my gosh, come here.
Hello, mother.
Yeah.
As he steps forward and embraces her.
Oh gosh. Oh jeez.
Oh jeez. You give her a hug, and then she separates from you before going over to you, Edward. And you must be Edward. It is a pleasure to finally meet you. Come here. And she pulls you into a hug.
Oh cripes.
Yep. I'm a hugger. It is.
I'm very honored to meet you, Cather's family.
Pulls back.
You should be very proud of your son.
Miss Kiyomura. Infamous. I certainly hope that I'm not infamous within this household.
Infamous.
She then pulls Kiyomura into a hug. And then gestures for all of you to sit down. Hadari nods, slightly more, less touchy, but nods, shakes hands, before sitting down in his chair that he always sits down in. So, you have come home.
Yes, I'm sorry for the abruptness of it all.
We're always happy for you to return.
Thank you. I will admit, I was hoping that Sovelis and Biera would be here, but I understand that they have their duties. As you are both all aware of a lot of the travels that I've been been conducting. More.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh, thank you, Raiders. We're having some cool.
Shout out to New Age Geeks.
Welcome,
Ooh,
Raiders.
fickle
Thank you,
brain.
New Age
happening
Geeks.
Right now. We just revived a person from
Emotional
a
things.
soul cage place. A whole Benny
Yes.
playing
And
a
now-
soul cage. Basically.
Now one of our
Big
PCs is
thing just
visiting
went
his
down.
hometown and talking to his family.
His-
So that's what we're
Emotional
doing right now.
events. Getting deep in the soul tonight.
Yeah.
What'd you do for stream? How was it? Go for it, guys.
More recently, in fact, it pretty much just happened. One of my acquaintances, Abinthy, he's a new acquaintance. We were able to save somebody like family for him, and there's just been a lot on my mind as of late, and I think that really made it clear for me something.
And what is that?
Well, for one, I realized just how much I missed being home with all of you. This place.
We missed.
And he'll kind of nervously, like a little, like almost sheepishly, kind of look to Volna for a moment before
She nods.
looking at his parents and his sister. I want to express my utmost gratitude that you guys all took me in all those years ago. Complete stranger, and allowed him to be family. But there is something I want to tell you. I used to be a drow. Many years ago now at this point. And for a long time I was ashamed, and I hid from that reality of my past because I did not want to accept that it was a part of my past. But more recently, I've realized that I cannot let the horrors that I have committed in a past life define myself now. And even more recently, I've met a wonderful woman who brings me hope to something that I had once lost hope for. A redemption for my people. For my true people. And with all the strength that I have in protecting this world, I want to protect her. And I would like to see my dreams fulfilled someday. And it is with utmost humility that I would ask that you not only accept me as I am now, as Cather Ebenthar, your late son, but that you might accept me as Savid Ebenthar, your 8th child. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. I did that. The math was wrong in my head. Technically, that would be 7th child because there's yeah. But anyway.
It's silent for just a second as your two sisters and your parents look before Volna kind of giggles. I'm sorry. I know this is very important to you.
You were really.
It's just really funny because we've all known that you're a drow your entire life. And so now that you finally have figured it out and you're being so dramatic as you always are, it's just really funny to me.
What? You've known this whole time?
Your father, Hidari, nods. Yes, we have known since the beginning that you were a drow. We found you in one of the raids. Brought you back to our home. I mean, you were in a jail cell, so you were just a part of who we tried to rescue. But then your transformation happened, and this old woman explained to us that you were going to be special and asked us to take care of you. And we couldn't help but be enthralled by your weirdness. You were just interesting and different and something new. And then you became Cather. You became who you are, and that's someone that we love dearly. So yeah, we always knew, but we can't hear you.
I know. It's because I'm talking very quietly because I'm in shock.
But yeah, I mean, we've always known, and we've always accepted you for all of your choices. So just know that nothing changes for us on our end, but we're glad that you can express this and that you are finding peace within yourself.
Wow. Okay. That was a lot easier than I maybe thought it would be.
Volna walks up to you and just puts her hand on your shoulder and is like, you know you were way too serious way too often, right?
When did you? Why do you say anything when I first told you?
Because it's not like, I don't know. I was younger then, obviously, and
That was like 3 years ago.
A lot of things. Look, she was depressed.
That's a
And-
potential.
oh, when you told her it was like 3 years. I thought you said 30, and I was like, that's not calculating in my brain. It really wasn't. I mean, it's not a big deal. So I didn't really figure that I had to blow your mind with being like, yeah, I've known that you're a drow your whole life.
This is like if Cather found out that he was adopted and assumed his parents didn't know.
I think you switched babies at the
He's
hospital.
he's
We did that on purpose.
Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you. I think I'm adopted. And they're like, I don't think you know how adoption works.
Edward is actively not saying anything because he like really doesn't know what
Gamora.
to say.
And we're just like found like the table of like side dishes. Like they're just eating like chips, cheese and crackers and grapes. Like,
Oh my goodness. Right. Well, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna step out for a moment because I feel insanely embarrassed. I'm turning pink instead of purple.
Don't
scream to the
be
rain.
embarrassed, Cather. It's fine. It's okay.
Volna
It's just
will go
part of
sit
who you
with
are.
Edward and Kiamura. She's very dramatic sometimes, you know?
Yeah, but in a good way. /A.
I suppose that's true. Cather, you step outside, smell the sea breeze, feel the wind. What would you like to do while you're out here?
Well, I would actually like to go not too far away from the estate where the family burial site is.
Okay.
And begin to make my way over there.
Okay.
Specifically, and to find the headstone of Cather Ebenthar, the late son that Cather was named after.
There is no stone.
It's gone.
Not
You're able
anymore.
to find the stone.
He kind of kneels in front of it, and actually pulls the sword off of his belt and kind of lays it in front of the tombstone. What are... I don't even know what to say at this point now. Everything has been so different than what I thought it was for so many years. Don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully you're having a well-deserved afterlife. I'm sorry it's taking me so long to come and talk to you. Just found out that Mom and Dad knew all along. That's crazy. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna bring honor back to the name Savadufilith, so that he won't be remembered as a monster, but that he can still hold his head high, knowing that he did many good things in this world. And I thank you for your help all this time. He'll stand back up, put the sword back on his belt before making his way back to the house.
With you making your way back into the house to have lots of laughs and stories, rather embarrassing stories told about you to your friends in front of your family as you enjoy your time together, enjoy a meal together.
Kimura's hitting on your sister. It's awesome.
It's really
Yeah,
awkward. Edward's telling stories about you and Melora. It's like really weird.
Oh my
It is really weird. Kiyomora's like awkwardly interested in Volna, and Volna's
Also,
like,
I'm pretty sure Melora was my cousin. You know, that kind of thing. And I saw they were holding hands once, and
yeah.
I don't know. That's-
This
With
whole
that.
marriage thing seems pretty rushed, if you ask me.
All in on reconnecting. We're gonna go ahead and end tonight's session.
I have a question, DM.
Good.
Yeah.
We had a lot of emotional.
You guys
hurdles.
do level up.
Yo, we're in the end game now, baby. Level
Level
17.
my-
Big.
level
Ninth level spells.
7.
Do you say that
Bro.
because you have 9
It was
Dog,
17.
it's big.
11, 17, baby.
Now
baby.
has time stop. It's an entire spell book is
Bro.
gonna change.
Things are about to get nasty.
You're about to get
All right, guys, we're
crazy
back
on the Paper
to
Talk
Soul
podcast.
Citadel.
Dog,
Straight up
put me in,
fight.
coach. I'll 1v1 him right here, right now.
Nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys. Oh my gosh, let's not give anybody a freaking seizure for my light moving. Aaron's having a good time. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We hope that you guys come back next week. Thank you for the raiders, and for those, if there's any raiders that stuck around, thanks for hanging out. Hope you
New
guys
Age Geeks, shout out.
enjoyed it. We stream every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We also come back on Thursday afternoons to talk about the session. Aaron's the host for that, and so we have a really good time.
Sometime between 1:30 and 3:30 is when it starts.
Absolutely. If you want to know more about that, go ahead and go join our Discord. That's the best place to find out when we're streaming, what we're streaming, whole 9 yards. Plus, there's lots of really rad people out there. With all
Got
that
a
being
6
said,
from my max health.
Let's go.
good luck and Godspeed, Dungeoneers. We will see you guys next time. Have a great night.
Goodbye, everybody.